you driving? I like the bitches, I mean beaches in Rhode Island. She said, oh boy, you think you funny, why you sighing? If you don't know me, ho, it's Kari, FYI. For your information, like the fucker, while my music's in her ear. Double penetration, put this on that urban radio. You know nigga stations, about to make a deal with the devil. I need syndications, I need some more O's on my check. You know innovation. What? Such and such that what? Bitch, I been amazing. Smokey the Bear hates me. Bitch, I been a blazing. Main girl been that Asian, but be coasting like I been Croatian. What's the situation? I don't fucking look like Jaden. Fuck, I look like Jaden. Kinda. Don't want me to ball like MJ, they racist. My skin Carmelo. Sometimes I smoke on the low. With this weed, it got me falsetto. I'm Mario, lost in levels. Rosario, I won't settle for anything less than her. With a Dawson that found a medal. Instead of a creek, I'm cool. Like TLC, not the group. I mean tables, ladders, and chairs. I go Dudley Brothers on you. Or Stone Cold, Steve Austin, an all-American badass. Used to sleep in my math class. Now a nigga get mad ass. Cause I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I. The song's about absolutely nothing. I ain't got no money, girl, you paying. Don't change the motherfucking station when I'm playing. She said her boyfriend was a joke, she didn't weigh in. She gave me tail, so I promised her Super Saiyan. I kinda lied, but that 5 minutes was forever. Well, at least for me, if I could make her masturbate to this, then it's a masterpiece. If I can make her nah, then I'm like Master Beast. Bad bitches that swear they got their halos, I'm like Master Chief. Cause I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in and I came up. Same way that I came out and I came in. Yeah. 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 Ooh. This is weird. This is weird. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey. Sorry for your loss. Look at what I bought. Paint like Bob Ross, but it's not a draw. When that coin gets tossed, I don't catch no else. Wish them well, nah. Fuck they blogs. They gon' have to catch up. I got too much sauce, too much sauce. I don't like that line. Fuck it, I already wrote it. I noticed you niggas seem bloated. They gas you up with let it. You running your city like Bettis. You got it like that with embedded. You usually trolling on Reddit. I silence the lambs, you should pet it. And now there's a go with my head is I don't see a name in the credits. I did this shit on my own. Paid off all my student loans. Now I'm ballin'. About to put him in a coffin. Peeling off gets exhausted. Skating on Merrick Costin. Stealing bases Kenny Lofton. Stunning all these niggas often. And put them up for adoption. Hey, hey, yo, passenger side of your best friend's ride ass nigga. Holding on to your pride ass nigga. Chicken jive ass nigga. Next week it's the fries ass nigga. Access denied ass nigga. Trick leather kids, slip and slide ass nigga. Lion King with Fossa falling off the cliff. Admit that you cried ass nigga. Well, that part was kinda sad though. I definitely cried during that. Fuck. This feels like some like Cowboy Bebop, like Spike in Space, fucking bounty hunter shit. You know that episode when he like fucking, he fought that like floating dude with all the guns and shit and he almost died? It was like in this like weird like world and shit. Yeah, this feels like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 etc. Federer. Swing on the track like I'm Federer. Look, I'm already ahead of you. You should accept that I'm better, bro. I ain't come weak with this shit since my ex-girlfriend Deborah. Since Miley Cyrus was Anima, I keep it lit on Botanica. Got the spirit of an animal. Take a picture with your camera. I'ma last long, I got stamina. Y'all niggas stretching the truth like Luffy. My shit slaps, no koofy. Do it for the love like Lucy. Rocks Ducey, got an independent bitch, no boozy. I don't got free time, but I got groupies. Let them choose me, frugally with the pussy. In the coochie, cool Keith with the booty. Yellow suits me, Bruce Lee with the loose leaf. Yeah, shorty, stop asking my age. You gon' fuck me anyway. In the morning, wanna stay. I ain't even make you come. My sex game is only aight. Said you don't eat meat. My dick be fucking up your diet. Spent the night at the Hyatt. To think about how we just met. It's only weird if you're silent. I only touch if you're compliant. Cause I am not the type to bite. That was random. The sun makes me go on tangents. My mind makes me go on planets. Still down to earth like granite. Some shit I say is outlandish. Only cause I've been to Atlantis. And y'all niggas ain't that deep. My price goes up with the beats. So y'all niggas ain't gon' sleep. If you restin', is rest in peace. Hey, pressing everybody. Hope your khakis got a crease. Damn, that was some like corny nigga outro shit. Fuck. This is weird now. I'ma just stop talking. Let this ride. Bye. I'm on a wave like this, live every day like this, hop on the stage like this, moving through plays like this, gotta keep enemies away, we burning sage like this, all my dudes are paid like this, all my dudes were raised like this, all my dudes EA's on 6, MLK like this, still screaming welcome home Steezy, he was locked in the cage like this, real nigga man, fuck how you feel nigga, I'ma stay like this, we don't play like this, I do what I made like this, floating through life nigga, check out the cadence, I go through my phases, I still couldn't phase them, I came from the top, I was raised indicator, I stay on the side, do not cross my equator, yeah, when I was down, I still kept it straight up, yeah, no chip on my shoulder and I am still laid up, yeah, moving and waiting, they still can't delay us, yeah, making a move and I'm meeting my maker, yeah. Do better, y'all do bad. I'm D1, y'all too sad. I'm on a wave like a do-rag, nigga, whoa. I'm on yeah. Nothing in my life really happens how I planned it. Nigga sat down on the bench, I went up on my standards. Need a ring for every finger, feel like Captain Planet. Hit the button, watch a nigga panic. I can chill when I'm the hottest in Atlanta. Got the east side, yeah, it's all in your face. Time to run shit, I feel like Shawty Low when he was jogging in place. And I still haven't done it all. I needed help and they put their back to me and still I ain't front it all. No wonder them niggas ain't want it all. Shit came to us, we ain't run it all. I got a pill like Prozac, painkillers, Xanax, Adderalls. When you at the tippy and you reach the ceiling, that's when they start kicking the ladder off. Way before I knew that I was the hardest one after all. I was coming down half court, need niggas talking about pass the ball. Niggas can't fuck with the marketing, shaking shit up like it's Parkinson's. Kitties rappers send a package to the label I use they had as an offering. A dealership couldn't fuck with my drive. I'm wavy but I won't say hi. I need a statue when I die. I'm the best rapper alive, bye. I'm on
Niggas know it ain't nothing but some real, you know what I'm saying, south side, east side flag going on. You know what I'm saying, checking in for my boy Mikey Aristotle, Mr. Flat Top himself one time. It's your player partner Deontay Hitchcock. You know what I'm saying, checking in for this Tony shit. You already know this shit finna be flames. You already.
You're now tuned into the NoCast. We play all the schmackers.
Every Friday.
I'd be up here buzzing and whatnot.
Yeah. It's cool.
However, I stay coochie down to the side.
It's Big Richie.
The Daily Note.
OMG.
You.
It's been like a
Hey,
month.
friends. Yeah,
It's been like a month since we did the pop up. I mean,
Few
did the
weeks.
pop up. Somebody asked me
Few
about a
weeks.
pop up on the live just now.
Little Sade.
Am I coming to the pop up? Yeah, I'm gonna come to the pop up. But yo, so it's been like a month since we've done the show.
about.
Damn, already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The first thing that happened was my fucking car got broken.
yeah. Your car got broken into.
So I'm not in the mood.
The week
Yeah.
after we went to Atlanta.
Yep.
The week after we were still recovering from coming back from Atlanta.
Yep.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Yep, but we're back. You know,
We're
never on
back.
schedule, always on time.
And you know we're not gonna miss any Fridays for a while.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we're
not.
gonna try not to.
We're gonna try not to though, you know. But welcome to the No Cast. I go by the name of the Don Cøøg.
My name is usually Louie.
My name is usually Rich, sometimes Big Rich, whatever I feel like.
Big Richie.
Strictly Smoke Piffy.
Yo, go back to rapping, dog.
Anyway.
Waiting on Kyle. He's stopping me. Fuck.
Yo, so today's a very interesting Friday where because every rapper decided to drop something today.
Every?
Pretty much.
Mac dropped. Travis dropped. Ross was supposed to drop apparently.
There was floating around album release party flyer.
Yeah.
And then we just assumed it would drop too or something would leak and nothing's happened yet. Like
Okay.
I kept checking in throughout the day. I'm like, yo, I want this.
Well,
album.
he had an album listening party, so maybe it probably drops next week.
Yeah, maybe. Or
So
the next few days.
should we just deep dive in the first project, go into the first project, the one
Yeah.
that people want to hear about?
Yeah.
So ASTROWORLD dropped.
Pansy World.
And
That's
so
what I call it.
so background on this. This is Travis Scott's first like album. I mean, not first album. This is like his latest LP. It's been like 3 years since the last one. Birds dropped 2015, 2016.
It's been that long.
It's been a while. It's definitely been like 2
Don't
years.
feel like it.
Yeah, at least 2 years.
Well, it doesn't feel like it because everyone sounds like Travis Scott. So it's
Time
kind of
flies too.
yeah.
And he's on a lot of features
And
and
he's-
he's just everywhere.
And if
so-
he's not on the feature, the song sounds like a Travis Scott song.
Yeah. So he's been around still, but you know, it's been 2 or 3 years since the last album. So yeah, Cøøg, since you're
I'm the bigger Travis Scott fan.
you
And
want
y'all
to
look like
start
cousins.
off.
Do not fucking disrespect me. That nigga wishes he looked this good. Fuck out of here. That nigga's
Scott.
ugly as fuck,
that nigga
bro.
pretty ugly, dog.
That nigga's ugly.
Yeah, you said
That's
you
fucked
you
up,
got him
yo.
a billionaire, you said though.
He's not a billionaire. One.
Oh, they're married. Same. It's one union.
Anyways, so I'm a Travis Scott fan. I would like to say I'm a pretty big one. I've been a fan since Owl Pharaoh, a little bit before Owl Pharaoh, because he was on the Good Music Project. He's a good producer.
Yeah.
He to me he's like what happens when you mix Kanye West and Kid Cudi, who are artists I'm a big fan of. So like it's hard for me to dislike Travis Scott, but I'm gonna say it now, and I've been saying it for a while. I'm sick of Travis Scott, and I never felt we needed this album, and I've been saying that for a really long time. Like every time someone's like, "Oh, when's ASTROWORLD dropping?" I'm like, "Do we need
Yeah,
it?"
people acting like it's like fucking water in a desert.
Yeah, like yeah,
SpongeBob
like
and
they're
shit.
doing. Like personally, I've been sick of him off the strength of like I said, everything sounds like him, and I didn't need a new project.
We also did just get what was
Honcho
it?
Jack.
Yeah.
We got
Jack.
Honcho Jack. Like, and he's everywhere.
counts,
I
too.
feel like he drops Lucy's all the time. Like he's never not around.
Yeah.
And like
Everybody's dropping this year.
yeah, that.
Cypress Hill, like it's fucking insane. Like,
But so let's get right into ASTROWORLD. So
Yeah, go for it.
so I'll start with the pros first. Pros. Production wise, it's incredible. When it comes to like putting together like records, Travis doesn't miss. He knows how to get good production. He knows how to bring the best out of the people he collabs with. That's my pro.
damn, that's it.
I mean, to me, ASTROWORLD sounds like a DLC to like the last 3 projects Travis Scott has given us. It just updated rosters really. He just updated Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight with with different people. He still has zero substance. I can't give you one line from the album that stood out to me. All his solo records. So this album is very feature based,
They usually are.
but this one's probably more feature based than usual, especially because there's a lot of niggas producing on it.
Oh yeah.
There's like
vocals and shit.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
vocals.
Random
So all the
ad-libs.
tracks that have features on it are all really great, but not because of Travis Scott, because the features on it. Like this is one record with The Weeknd. I think it's called Wake Up.
Probably.
I think. Let me get the actual like track list up.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, dude.
Let me get the track list
I
up.
don't remember which song is which, just because I only heard it once.
So Wake Up's the song of The Weeknd, and to me, I'm not even a Weeknd fan like that, but to me, if The Weeknd is coming proper like this year, I'm with the shits, bro.
Yeah, My Dear Melancholy fucking smash.
Yeah,
That shit was
I was about
fire.
to say that, yeah,
But
yeah.
you like every time Travis Scott and The Weeknd collab, Travis brings like a different side of him because he knows like his production is out of this world, and I feel like The Weeknd has such an incredible voice, and when he sings over instrumentals that like Travis picks up for him, it's just immaculate. But that song to me is just a Weeknd song with Travis Scott ad libs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my standout records out of this album is a Weeknd record. Or you go to that God record with James Blake and Stevie Wonder. My favorite part of that record is when it transitions into James Blake. Like, this is a reoccurring theme with this album where, like, every time there's a high point, it's a high point because someone else.
Yeah.
And that leaves me to, like, wonder, like, do I just want this nigga to produce for people? Because he's an awful rapper. There's not one moment in this album where I'm just like, wow, Travis is going in. And, like, he's always been a pretty bad rapper, but at least, like, in prior albums, he's given us moments of, like, where he's kind of going in. Like, Days Before Rodeo, he goes in on Basement Freestyle. He goes in on Backyard. On Rodeo, he gets busy on that record with Future, the 3,500 record. Like, this 3,500 rather. There's records where, like, Travis Scott shows he's somewhat lyrical, but on this album, he doesn't rap at all. A lot of it's very auto-tune based. A lot of it's very featured based, and it's great. Like, it's a great compilation project. You know what I mean?
I'll carry the torch from there, I guess. I'm not a fan of Travis Scott at all, but I can acknowledge, like, some songs that he has. Like, I love fucking 90210. All My Decides is fire. 3500 is fire. There's a couple songs on Birds that I liked.
Every track you just name has a feature, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just like, yo, that's why I'm carrying the torch from there. Every Travis song that I enjoy, except for 90210, is because of the feature.
Casey Hill's on 90210.
That's not why I enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But every song I enjoy is because of the feature, and this one is not going to be any different. Like, I personally don't enjoy it doesn't do anything for me for Travis Scott to rap because he's just not a good rapper to me. So it doesn't do it. Nothing on this album stood out to me as far as just the beats. There was a hook that was completely terrible.
What hook?
It was towards the end. I only heard it 1.5, so I can't give you names.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I didn't enjoy it. It's not for me, but I acknowledge that it's just not for me, and people are gonna love it, and that's fine. Enjoy what you enjoy, but ASTROWORLD, not for me.
Well, okay, so my opinion, honestly, like, that album was Frosted Flakes without the sugar.
Damn.
Like,
Wow.
to be honest. It was a bland ass. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never been a Travis Scott kind of guy. Like, I don't understand his appeal. He can't rap for shit. I can't even give you half a good line off the whole album. I'm serious. Like, I don't get it. I feel like
he let Frank Ocean and The
he
Weeknd
could
rap
produce
better
his
than him.
ass off.
Yeah.
You let The Weeknd I'll rap you?
He's a good
Is
artist.
that what I
It's
just heard?
Yeah.
Okay. I've only heard it once. You know, it was like 8 a.m. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I didn't have my vitamins yet. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
I
you need your
wasn't
Frosted
listening
Flakes.
right. But I was not feeling it. It's just, I feel like obviously he's a great producer. He could put projects together really well. Like you were saying earlier, he put together Auntie and Shariana's joint. And that's what's up. He's a great producer. But rapping wise, I feel like you could have given that album to so many other artists who would have did much better on that. Writing wise, voice wise, he doesn't have a good voice to me. He's just very like, I don't see
Or the
it.
high pitched joint there.
Like, I'm seeing people on their IG stories fucking dance around to it and shit. I'm just like, what are you dancing to? Like, I don't get the beat. Like, cause this dude, I don't see it.
To me, it's a lot of just great production. It's like, and I think the tour is probably gonna be wild.
Sonically,
Yeah, sonically, it's a phenomenal project, and that's something I'll get. Like, if we're going based off just the sonic part of it, it's great music, and it's produced better than almost every album that's dropped this year. But
Except Daytona.
it's produced better than Daytona.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, if you just played this is like some movie soundtrack sounding shit. Like, as far as the production goes. But at the same time, it just, like, as great as the production is, I don't understand why he's so lazy with it. Like, as what his rapping ability.
Do you think he just gave everyone else so much that he just got lazy for this one?
I think he just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I wanna, and I like Travis Scott. Like, Days Before Rodeo is one of my favorite mixtapes ever. Rodeo was a really solid debut. Birds was cool. Like, I like Birds. There was like Sweet is like one of my favorite Travis Scott records. Like, there's moments that Travis Scott has given. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's moments he gives us, and I'm like, wow, this nigga's dope. But it's like, it's kind of like the Hunter Jack thing. I feel like once it all sounds the same, and you just realize that it's just kind of all a reoccurring sound, it kind of gets bland. And it's like, what made Travis Scott special in the beginning, like when Owl Pharaoh came out, when Days Before Rodeo came out, what made him so special was the fact that he was pushing the sound. He was pushing, like, what's happening in hip-hop. Nothing sounded like him.
Nothing at all.
And, like, I felt like he was a lot hungrier. You know what I mean? Where this album sounds like, yo, like, I can finally get whoever the fuck I want. Like, he has some heavy fucking hitters on here. He has Tame Impala on here. He has James Blake. He has fucking Stevie Wonder. There's some, like, Pharrell. Like, there's a lot.
Stevie Wonder.
But there's a lot of, like, heavy hitters on here. And I know, like, I know he's excited to work with them, but he just lacks in the rapping department, and it's very apparent. It's probably the most apparent on this album more than ever.
He needs a ghostwriter. I don't know if he has one or he probably does.
Nah, I don't. He definitely doesn't have a ghostwriter. He raps about the same thing every song, and that's another thing too.
Maybe he got the
This
same
this
ghostwriter.
album, for what this album was about, like for like the way he pushed it, for the way there was
The
a theme
rollout,
around
yeah.
it, the rollout. I just thought
The
that'd be
theme's cool.
the theme's
Yeah,
dope,
it's
but
dope.
like the album doesn't follow the theme.
The
You know what I
close
mean?
down thing in Houston, the close down, whatchamacallit,
Yeah, but like
theme park.
I feel like there's really no records about it. Like there's this everything about it surrounding this album's fire
was a
except the
song-
actual product.
There's a song called Carousel. I guess you could.
Oh, don't even get me started on Carousel. Fuck, that's a Frank Ocean record. Like every record that I'm in love with is because
that goes
it's
with the
solely
theme,
because
I
the
guess.
other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that Sicko record, that shit's fire. But
I'm very underwhelmed by that Drake verse, so I don't know what everyone else is hearing.
A lot of it's production.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, to me, it was a Drake verse.
I'm
Like,
just
everyone was
like,
like, "Oh, Drake, you body that." I was like, "It's a
Well,
Drake
I mean,
verse."
you're also
Took half
putting
a
you're also
Xan,
putting
fell asleep on the plane. Man.
you're also putting Drake next to a nigga who can't rap that well though.
That's true.
So it's like I think we're just excited because there's not a lot of rapping on this album.
No.
Like even from all the features are very like R&B or alternative based. Like there's not too many niggas rapping besides the incredible 21 Savage verse.
21,
Can we
21.
talk about 21 Savage
I'll give
really
you that.
quickly?
I'll give
This
you that.
nigga,
I'll give
this
you that.
nigga, he doesn't
21,
miss.
21.
When it comes to features, I don't know what the fuck it is, but he really doesn't miss. Like that verse was
I've
immaculate.
heard him miss a few times.
Is
but
it Big Sean syndrome?
Nah, cause I feel like 21 Savage delivers on his own records too. I feel like for what he does and who he is, he delivers. Like I don't expect too much from 21 Savage. He does what he's supposed to do, and he plays it well. That Gunna feature was very good. Nav needs to stop fucking rapping. I don't know who allowed Nav, cut the shit.
That's DJ Khaled's nephew.
That's French Montana's little brother. That nigga looks like everybody but like what I thought he looked like.
Oh, shit,
I dead
bro.
thought like Nav
What
was
you
like
think he look like?
I thought when I first heard Nav on Travis Scott's last album, I thought Nav was my height, like a skinny black kid who wore like skinny jeans and like Jordans.
Yeah.
So when I see this when I see him look like DJ Khaled's nephew or French Montana's little brother, I was like, this is Nav. He doesn't even sound like what he sounds like in music. When he talks and he
man.
raps, I'm just like, who the fuck is this?
That auto-tune.
But yo, his verse on that album was god awful. I don't know
Nah,
who
it
mixed
was.
it. It literally sounded like, yo, Nav, I need you to do this verse real quick. Like, just
Bad
do it.
mixing on a Travis album. Like,
Yeah, I don't. Mike Dean must have not heard that record. But I mean, all in all, if you like at the same time though, if you like Travis Scott,
Yeah.
like there's people who like Travis Scott a lot more than me. You guys learned that in the group chat.
So-
yeah.
But like, there's niggas who like Travis Scott. For the people who love Travis Scott and what he does, this album is for you. But for like someone who wants like him to push boundaries and wants him to like be better than he is, it didn't do anything for me. To me, this is a DLC. Like this is what happens when you drop this is what Grand Theft Auto 5 is doing. They just keep dropping new
More and more
missions
and
and shit.
more.
This is what this album is. It's a DLC to the last 6 projects he's given us, or
I
5.
compare him more to Destiny, but that's just.
I don't play Destiny, so I wouldn't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Jesus Christ.
If you know, you know.
if you
damn.
know,
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, okay, so how about this whole Kanye thing that him and Kanye might have a little rift?
So.
True.
So, shout out to Sudi from Cure Collection. He pointed out. So it's that record Watch isn't on the album, and like to me that doesn't really mean much because that record's awful.
Yeah.
And like I don't think it did what it was supposed to do. Like a record by Lil Uzi, Kanye West, and Travis Scott should have been #1, and it just didn't do
I
that.
forgot it happened.
You know what I
honestly,
mean? But
yeah.
like it didn't do what it was supposed to do,
Nope.
and I feel like he probably didn't put it on the album because it was a waste of a single. Because
Yeah.
it just there was no video. It didn't. We got it, and we were like, oh, this is kind of whack. So I feel like that's why they didn't get it. But
Yeah.
then the conspiracy theory in me, the rap genius in me is just
Lay
kind
it
of like,
on.
all right, boom. Drake's on this album. Who's Drake not fucking with? Kanye and Pusha.
Easy.
There's no good music niggas on this album. Not one.
No.
Like,
To me, I guess because it's Mike Dean, but it's good music sounding.
well, no,
like
it's a
lot of
good. I mean,
production.
Travis Scott is definitely like one of the godfathers of this current good music sound.
Yeah.
Especially like where Ye's going, where a lot of hip hop is going. Travis Scott's definitely like one of the founding niggas of this current sound right now. So of course it's gonna sound good. Good music album. Good music albums sound like Travis Scott albums. Kanye albums sound like Travis Scott albums, vice versa. But what
I think he surpassed Kanye. No, I'm
shut the fuck up. But one thing I've noticed though is like there's no good music niggas on this. If you look at the actual album, like the
There's no actual good music on it.
imprint
either.
at all, like so, which makes me think maybe like they're not fucking with each other right now.
Maybe.
And then we get that Stop Trying to Be a God record, and there's only one nigga in rap that says he's a god.
Which
I
is
am a
interesting because their
god.
baby mamas are related. So
Oh yeah, right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure, like it's all coincidental, but maybe there's a riff going on because again,
Maybe.
Travis Scott's nowhere on Ye. He's not a kid. I'm shocked he wasn't on Kid See Goes. He basically wants to have sex with Kid Cudi.
Did he even pull up to Wyoming ever? Like, was there anything?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like,
I'd have to
the
look
listening
into.
party and shit.
I think he went to
Yeah.
listening parties.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, I know he was in Wyoming at some points though, like for like
Okay.
actual recording process. I know because he did a lot of AstroWorld in Wyoming.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? But him working with Drake is really interesting to me. You know what I mean? But time will tell.
Exactly. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Maybe he just wants to really focus more on Cactus Jack and wants to get away from that good music thing.
So how about the transgendered model that he took off his album cover? Y'all heard about that?
What was that?
Okay, so I guess the original album cover had like a model who's a transgender woman on there.
Okay.
And they removed her. Why? I don't know. But it caused like a big backlash.
Why?
Everyone's just
Yeah.
like, well, I mean,
You know what's
use
interesting?
Your imagination. Everyone's just like, why'd you remove the transgender model?
Maybe he didn't want a
Like,
transgender on the album.
You know what's interesting?
I mean, yeah, but
the reason
obviously
was
in today's climate, huh?
who was it? Was it David LaChapelle? I
David
believe?
LaChapelle, yeah.
He gave the reason being like, oh, she was just showing out, so showing out too much, so we had to take her off the cover or something like that.
I like the cover without her.
And I'm just like, wait. I looked at both covers and I was like, I had to squint to realize she was there, and I was
So
like,
to
Wait,
you,
is it-
like,
sounds
was
like a cop
was
out.
she showing out? It sounds like a cop out. So what really happened here? Like, why is she not on?
I'll
the
tell you
cover?
what happened. They didn't want him to push an image that he messes with transgender women or something, so they took her off.
So you have to actually look into it though to actually know that. That's why it's just like
Nah,
a bunch of
course,
bullshit.
but, in today's climate and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
if that's already no news that she's on there, I would have just left it on there just to avoid the controversy. But I guess maybe not because people really care like that? It's a little controversy, but it'll go away by tonight.
To me, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even see the issue. I don't give a fuck.
don't
I feel
see
like
it.
But-
I feel
okay,
like
you
this.
don't, but you can
no,
understand.
no. I feel like
Yeah.
no, for sure. I understand what's going on, especially with how like sensitive the LGBT community right now is, and like with everything going on. I get why this is a conversation, but sometimes it's like it should be like Space Jam reaches be. I don't give a fuck if she's on the cover or not. I'm not listening to the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how
No, I get it. What I understand why this is a thing, but like at the same time, like
because it makes him look like he's
yeah, it makes him look like he
Yeah.
probably is that.
Travis Scott said he
Are
didn't
we
know.
are we really shocked that
He
a
said he
rapper
didn't know.
are we really shocked that a rapper might be homophobic?
You heard? He said he didn't know. So you
He
know.
probably did. I didn't know it was a transgender until this was a thing.
I didn't know either.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't even tell on the cover.
Nor
didn't-
do I give a
I
fu-
saw
no.
it was. I saw both covers and was like, oh.
I feel like a transgender being on a carnival cover makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
What you trying to say, Cruz?
No, not in a negative way. Shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's strange things happen at carnivals. I would expect to see something like that at a carnival. So to me, it fits the theme.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do that, my nigga.
Yeah.
Especially when you're wild. Yeah, especially when you're like that. Shut the fuck up.
My fault.
Yeah, do not start that rumor.
Please don't.
I didn't say nothing.
You see how you try? You see how you,
You
when you
try-
try?
yeah.
You get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
Yeah, get out of here, dog. Get out of here. But I don't. I think that's
It's just
fake
another
news. Who
story
gives a
to it.
fuck?
Yeah, it's just another story to add to the cover.
The cover could have been an
the rollout in general.
the cover could have been all black for all I give a fuck. I'm not listening
Honestly,
to the
I
cover.
think the first thing that he put out, I thought that was the cover. It was like purple and like had like thunder and roller coaster.
That was just the video like promo.
That should have been the cover. That shit was way flyer to me.
I like this cover better.
I don't, but that's just
creative,
my
playful.
opinion.
I think it fits the like the Astroworld theme where it's like it's an old theme park. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you mentioned in the group chat, it looks kind of cheap, and I feel like
The
that's kind
head,
of.
like it just looks like bad CGI to me.
But I think that's the point. The point of it's to look like that. I feel like you know what I mean. We have the He has the technology to make it look better.
I know it's supposed to be like a blow up balloon, but it looks like a fake blow up balloon. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's my eyes.
I understand. I
don't
get
know.
you.
But
But overall, like to me, I'm the biggest Travis Scott fan at this table. To me, it's not even that that's a disappointing album because I didn't expect much. It just it's not what everyone's making it out to be. It's not this incredible piece of work.
Never
but
is.
like this kind of goes in what's going on in hip hop right now. All these megastar niggas are dropping, and all of it sucks. It either sucks or it doesn't stick.
I agree to a certain
No,
degree.
by the way, I mean like niggas who are the niggas who are dropping that's supposed to be important. They're not like yo. Did you guys know that Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped an album a month ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why are we talking about that? You know what I mean? Like Kanye dropped 5 projects.
On the
Like
same day,
there's
but
there's
on
a
the
lot of
the first song smacked.
there's
I'll
a
give it that.
nah, I didn't
I
like
took
that.
that.
There's a lot of things happening in music right now, and everyone's dropping, but none of it's good. Like none of it's good to the point where like we're listening to it a week later. I guarantee you, niggas would be off ASTROWORLD a week from now.
Ooh, you
But
think so?
today, of course, the hype is so damn.
I don't know. The hype's a little bigger than all the other albums.
Nah,
so
I don't
far.
think so.
I feel like it is.
Nah, I
Like
don't think so.
the weight that people had to go through and the hoops people are jumping through right now. I feel like they'll still be jumping through it at least a little bit on Twitter for like another week or two.
Here's why I don't think that's gonna happen, because I'm already hearing that he has another album in the works.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So it's like,
great.
you know what I mean? I'm already.
Never mind.
He's doing the
Forget I
dot.
said that.
He's doing the dot wave radio thing tomorrow, whatever. So it's like I'm already hearing that like he has more music on the way.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like
You just
if
dropped
the-
a 17-track album.
Personally, like, okay, kind of to piggyback what you said off, people are dropping like mediocre stuff. Like, to me, what I'm kind of complaining about is this. It's gonna sound like I'm just a complainer, but I just feel like there's too much shit. Like, that's
nah,
just me,
it's
though.
overwhelming
Like,
as fuck.
I'm just like, God damn, today's Travis, tomorrow's this one, the next day that one. I'm just like, like I don't
Hey,
know.
man.
It's just,
A lot
it's
dropped
a freaking
today.
lot. Like,
Gotta
I mean,
live our
at
best
the
life.
same time though, it's like
our
everyone.
best life.
The cool thing about everyone dropping today is everyone's very different from the other person.
maybe it's because it's the summer and everyone wants to drop a summer album.
Yeah, that tends to
Yeah,
happen.
because
Some
there
years.
is-
mad
Some
albums
years
came
that
out in
happens.
June.
And there isn't a summer album this year.
July.
If you were to ask me what's the summer album, I couldn't give you one, because everything sucked.
Could it be ASTROWORLD?
Okay, but let's
Not
break
really.
it down. When you say everything sucks, like,
Everything
okay,
sucks
All the
'cause
big artists. The
Everything
Weeknd
it
dropped
sucks.
Fire.
Everything sucks by I mean like we're done with it in a week.
Yeah. The
But that's
general
just today's climate
yeah.
with the internet. Like,
Nah,
that's
man,
just
because
how it goes.
I wanna agree with you there, but like for example, I'm still listening to Flower Boy. I'm still listening to Daytona, which just came out this year. But like, and that kind of contradicts my point.
It's only been like a month since Daytona.
Nah, it's been like 2, but which is long in
A
hip,
month and a half.
which is long in
Yeah.
hip hop terms now since I'm done with albums in 2 days.
What was it? Late June?
It was May, late May,
June? Late May.
late May.
Yeah,
It was May
yeah,
28th, I
okay.
think.
We're in August now.
Case in point, I feel by suck I mean it sucks for who it is. Like there's no reason a Jay-Z and Beyonce album should be on the back burner. There's no reason that Kanye dropped 2 albums back to back and I'm already done with it. There's no reason that ASAP Rocky, we're not even talking about that nigga. There's no reason that that Nas, our legend Nas
Oh,
dropped out. You
fuck
get what I'm
Nas.
saying? Like all these important people are dropping projects and we're just like it's not connecting cuz it's not good.
Can we get into Nas next? Because now I'm pissed off. Now I'm triggered.
I see kind of a common theme here. Like a lot of these albums and projects, they're being worked on and rushed and being like highly anticipated,
Yeah.
even though they're being rushed. And
'Cause-
it's like we're expecting so much, but at the end of the day, it's just an album they're making last minute. So
Yeah, a lot of these albums sound unfinished.
yeah.
A lot of these I will say like on a positive note with ASTROWORLD, it sounds like a finished project. It
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
a
yeah.
complete like it sounds like Travis took his time.
It doesn't sound like there's any filler.
Everything but
or-
the raps.
But he's just not a rapper.
I know. I did get that joke off.
But with everything else happening in hip hop, I just feel like nothing's really sticking.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying.
You know something that dropped last night before we get into anything else? That Mac Miller album dropped. I feel like that one's gonna stick with me for a little
Yeah,
bit.
I like the Mac
Because
Miller album.
That Mac Miller album dropped, and I was like, oh shit. I got to the end before I was like, oh, I might not feel this song. So the whole entire project, 1 or 2 songs, and I don't feel it. I think that's a really good project.
Here's the thing with Mac
off of
Miller.
like 2 or 3 listens.
He's in this position right now where like he never has dropped anything whack. Like if you look at his projects,
Yeah.
like there's whack
Yeah.
singles. There's a whack verse here and there, but all his
Yeah.
projects are like pretty cohesive.
But this is the first time that for me personally, like it's been like that, where it was like top to bottom, only 1 or 2. Like even
Wow.
with
The Divine Feminine.
yeah, Divine Feminine, yeah, even
That show's fire.
there's like a few where it's like
I've never been.
points in time, and then even with the one
Watching movies.
yeah, watching movies, there's like 6 that I'm just like, all right.
Watching movies is too long. That's
Yeah.
his biggest issue.
Like this one is the first time where it was like, oh shit, this might be the one.
Good AM was dope too though.
Yeah, it was.
See,
It
me
was.
personally, I've never really been into Mac Miller. Like,
You just don't
I
like white
remember
rappers.
Years ago, maybe like 2012 or something.
Yeah.
Someone showed me a Mac Miller song. I was like, no, and I just never since then I've never given him another.
Nah,
try.
see,
he's
but-
changed a lot since then.
see, Mac Miller's the one of the few artists out right now who continues with every album to progress and progress and progress. So it's like the Mac Miller you heard in 2012 is the Mac Miller you're hearing in 2018. And for someone who likes to see artists progress, that really is exciting to me. You know what I mean? I never know what I'm gonna get from him. I feel like for whatever he's going through, the music really talks upon it. Like I feel like production wise, he's always getting better. I feel like he's always pushing his limits as far as the musician goes, and that's what makes him special.
Okay, is there any truth to like Ariana Grande biting his album?
I don't pay attention to
Did you
Ariana
guys hear
Grande.
about that?
I ignored all that.
I don't pay
honestly.
attention to Ariana
As,
Grande.
as far as Mac,
Alright.
I ignore everything.
Yeah, I don't
Just
give a
like,
fuck about his personal
I don't care
life.
what
I just
happens
want
with
the
his
music.
personal life. I don't care.
Well,
He
that's not
can-
really personal if she bit his whole album.
I-
Like, that's
I-
kinda
it's
not-
involved.
I'm gonna be
with
honest
his,
with you, Rich.
you
I
know.
couldn't even tell you an Ariana Grande song. I
know,
don't
but
care
it was like
that
a,
much.
It was like a thing.
Yeah, I kept meaning to
She
say
has
the
a
album.
song like
Yeah.
I guess there was a song like God is a Woman or some shit, and his last album was all about that.
Divine Feminine.
But so I'm assuming that's kind of the comparison.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
wondering. if
But
it
it's
was-
like I haven't listened to the song to know about it, and he's not the first person to push this God is a woman thing either.
Charles Hamilton.
Yeah, and Charles Hamilton's not the first nigga to do that either. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he is, yo.
no.
Time
Anyways,
and time
so
again.
it's like if she's biting him, good for her. Who gives a fuck?
Fuck it.
I can give two shits about Ariana Grande's
Bite
music.
the apple, Eve.
Oh shit.
But not. I think Mac Miller, and I say it every so often. Mac Miller is one of the few artists who continues to. What Mac Miller does in hip hop is what I want all these other rappers to do. They just get better. He gets better. He becomes a better rapper every time he raps. He gets better at producing. He gets better at working with
He
niggas.
gets better at something.
Like I feel like all these other A-list artists, J. Cole, and all these other niggas are stagnant as fuck. All these niggas are stagnant. And they just continue to drop the same song over and over and over and over again, and we just eat it up.
Maybe that also applies into what you mentioned earlier, how nothing's sticking
Because all them niggas are dropping. This Travis Scott album sounds like the last Travis Scott album.
But again, like I think it's a mixture of whenever something drops, people are already looking for the next shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah,
away,
but
no
here-
matter what.
I don't-
Yeah,
but-
it's just-
I'm speaking from my own standpoint though.
Yeah, true,
Like
but
I'm not. I don't think albums don't drop, and I'm like, what drops next week? I want to genuinely enjoy an album. Like it's. I work at a clothing store where I play music all day, and it sucks that I'm like I'll end an album, and I'm just like, well, what do I want to listen to now? Well, I hated this project. I don't like this project. This project was trash. This project was whack. Like everything's just whack right now. Like I find myself listening to other genres more than anything else. Do you know how many times I've listened to Tame Impala's Currents in the past month? Every day of my life. Like I feel like niggas in hip hop just aren't pushing their their sonic capability, and I think that's what's whack about it. Like even Kanye West, who's my favorite rapper of all fucking time,
Are you admitting that the good music drops didn't smack that much?
they were good compared to everything else. But like, are they sticking with me? Besides Daytona and Kids See Ghost, not really.
Yeah.
Did your opinion on Kids See Ghosts grow, Louis?
No, I haven't heard it since that week.
Damn.
I've heard Daytona though.
Kids See Ghost has like 30 plays. Like every song on my iTunes has like 30 plays. I like Kids See Ghost. It's a great project, but it's like,
Yeah. I think Kids See
did we
Ghosts.
did we really expect anything less from Kanye West and Kid Cudi?
I think I sat with Kids See Ghosts and it didn't like stick to me as much because I think I realized I'm not as big of a Kid Cudi fan as I thought I was.
Yeah,
That might have been what it was.
yeah.
Because I love Kid Cudi, but I don't know. It just I don't listen to Kid Cudi on my spare time. You know.
Nah, I feel you. Me
I feel
either.
that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not like I'm using the word trash like really like OD. Like
Yeah,
these
yeah.
albums aren't
At
like
the moment, you're just like, no.
it's
I don't
trash
want
because
it.
it's trash because like these aren't like SoundCloud artists. These niggas are all everyone I just named are like all like certified legends in
They
this
just don't
genre.
transcend time.
Yeah, they're not
like,
doing what
They
they're
all have
supposed to do.
platinum records.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like these are our OGs, and our OGs are dropping microwave music like everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's sad that I'm listening to the Block Boy album more than a lot of my favorite rappers' albums right now.
It's a good album.
It's an incredible album. But
It's fucking sad that Slim Jimmy dropped a better album than Nas, but you know
Yeah.
what?
you get what I'm saying?
That's gonna
Like
end up on my list for the year.
I feel like our older artists are trying to keep up with these new niggas, and they're just trying to get product out there and content so they can tour and all that, and it's just not.
They're just stumbling.
It's
Could be the stream era too.
Not too.
You want to get them
it's
streams.
a lot right now, but like I feel like this is only in hip hop right now. Cause like I look at the R&B drops, niggas are loving every R&B drop. People,
her dropped last night
the
too.
her
That
joint's
shit
fire.
smacked.
The her joint's fire.
LMA's single smacked.
I can't get into her.
Listen.
Yo, I
Single
think-
That's the
smacked.
boot up chick.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
"Boot
yeah.
Up" is one of the worst R&B songs I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, maybe
That song's awful.
when she
Literally,
drops the album, you'll like it.
to me,
maybe.
"Boot Up" sounds like what love felt like in 7th grade.
we did
So
this
at
weeks
20,
ago.
at
We did this
23, I
weeks
don't
ago.
care about it.
Should have given it to Chris Brown.
It should have been Chris Brown record.
Yeah, might have.
But her album's dope. The internet's album's dope. Like
Oh,
I just
yeah.
feel like other genres are delivering more than my favorite genre, and I think it hurts. Am I officially the old nigga because I don't like anything new? Like I don't know. I
I
don't
like
want.
the R&B shit, so
I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be.
But
that
it's like
guy either.
no one's really delivering.
Nah. See, the poetry show was fun for me making that playlist because I was putting a bunch of new R&B shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet new R&B shit. But if it was hip hop, I'd be like, ooh, I don't know, fam. Maybe this song.
Well,
Like maybe that could. I mean, again, that's kind of just us a little bit.
It might
you know?
be.
I mean,
might
we
be just
expect a
us.
lot from our artists. A lot of people just want to have a good time and bop their head real quick.
But here's the thing,
for a
like
couple days and,
I expect a
True.
lot from
You
artists.
just move on.
I expect a lot from artists who have given me classic albums. I don't expect anything from Lil Pump. You know what I mean? I expect him to give me that fun turn up music. I expect
Lil
Block Boy to give me that good turn up music. From when Kanye West drops, when Nas drops, when Jay-Z and Beyonce drop, I expect
Valet to park cars. No, I expect them to drop. You know,
even
quick
Valet's
little
dropping better
projects
projects than these niggas. You know what I mean? Like it just to
don't
me,
know
I'm
about
just
that,
very
but,
bored.
yeah.
I think I'm just bored with hip hop.
You might be bored, bro.
Well, when Nicki Minaj drops,
Whenever
she's
that.
gonna change all of this shit. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
So what's going on? Her album got pushed back again.
She pushed it back again.
Why? I heard it's a
think-
sample.
I think it's to not compete with Travis. Like she's been pushing back every time someone else is dropping around the same time.
Wait, was she supposed to drop today?
Was it next week? I think it was.
I thought it was next week.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but maybe she still doesn't
Yeah, I think
want.
it was
I
next
don't
week.
know.
But it still got pushed back. It
Yo,
did get
all
pushed back,
I'm
yeah.
saying is she got pushed back
The
after.
album's about to be some doo doo.
All I'm saying is she got pushed back after Iggy dropped. I'm telling you, when there's another female prospering, it's hard for her. It's hard for her in these streets,
That
B.
Iggy though.
Are we even listening?
Yo,
to that?
all I'm saying is Iggy's been
Streets
dropping
want
hella booty pics. So me, an intellectual, I'm gonna download the album
I feel that.
because her promo is working. Whatever her promo is right now, it's working because I care about Iggy right now.
Her promo is exactly what you just said. And,
That ass.
Yeah, that's where it
And
starts.
if that music matches, we here.
I think Nicki's probably like she's in a scary place in her health. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's just
Yo, can we talk about something
she's
that
scared of dropping the album and it flops. That's like her worst nightmare. I think.
you know?
That's
Can we
what
talk about
happens.
something that's
That's what it
really
is.
like that really made me realize like how desperate things are?
No.
All right, so Nicki Minaj did a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
She did. That
So-
happened. There's a video too.
There's a
It is a
video.
single.
It's a thing. It's
They
a big
share
thing.
an ice cream
Yeah.
together.
All right, now let's really like deep dive into this record because I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Go for it.
So I feel like whoever's in Nicki Minaj's team is telling her to do whatever to get popping because her working with Tekashi 6ix9ine was an awful move, based on what happened with her brother.
Oh,
Who's
God.
in jail because
didn't even think of
who's
that.
fighting time for the pedophile thing, and like although Tekashi is
It's
not,
the same situation.
it's not the
Nah,
same
not at all.
situation. It just looks bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Yeah, I didn't
people,
even think of that.
there's people out there that just look at him as a pedophile, even though you know.
And then they look at Nicki Minaj's brother as the same type of thing,
Yeah.
as a rapist rather.
He just.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's
How many
like
times
to
worse?
me,
But-
like the second I saw that I was like, this is bad. Like even if the song, I don't like the song, but even if the song was the best song ever, to me it looks bad, and it looks like her team is desperate to get her a hit,
Okay.
and who better to get her a hit than the nigga who has 8
But-
Billboard records?
All right, so that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, I think her team was just like, "Yo, you need to be back on Billboard right now."
Yeah.
Who's gonna do it?
Tekashi 6ix9ine, yeah.
Exactly. So it was just a desperate move to
Yeah.
get her face back out there in the limelight.
And I feel
And
like
it was a trash verse, anyways.
Yeah.
So it was just like, what the hell, Nicki? You just put yourself out there, put some trash out for us to roast you.
And I feel like she potentially could tarnish her name and her reputation off working with it. Like a lot of people aren't touching Tekashi 6ix9ine because of what's around him. Even though his charges could potentially get dropped, although he's innocent as of right now,
Yeah.
it just doesn't look good. Like if
That
you
and
were,
the beefs.
if you were, yeah, I mean the beefs too, but like more importantly, Nicki Minaj's brother is facing charges on some crazy
Oh, he's
shit.
in jail.
Oh, is he in jail? See,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not.
he's
already
I think he
in jail. I
played.
think
He's
he-
in.
yeah.
he's
Or
guilty.
I think she paid her bail. His bail actually.
Real quick side note, I heard the girl's story, the victim. Jesus Christ, that
What
dude was a
happened?
monster.
Who? Nicki's brother?
Yeah.
What-
he
like,
was
what
a
happened?
monster. Like, pretty much. Like, I forgot the details, but it was she was like 9 or 11 or something.
See,
like,
like-
that. And they gave detail of to what he used to do to her, and it was just terrible.
So boom. Now
This
her
nigga's a piece of shit.
brother's known as this, right? Tekashi, who has his reputation. There's people who still don't listen to this nigga because he's a pedophile, blah blah. Nicki working with that nigga was not the best PR move.
it wasn't because people aren't gonna take the time to look into the details of Tekashi's thing. All they know is that label. You know what I
Exactly. And
mean?
then all they
So-
know is Nicki Minaj's brother label. And there's a lot of people who aren't fucking with their cousin of it who are looking at her like, wow, you're really supporting this trash ass nigga. This nigga should be dead. Like you know how the internet gets.
Yeah.
So it's like to me, I thought it was a desperate move, and it shows that maybe right now Nicki's desperate to do anything to get her name in the spotlight. Because this is the most
She
I've
is.
seen Nicki Minaj on my timeline in a really long time. Because this is whack record. But the people are talking. Whether it's whack or not, people are talking.
Now you got that drip.
Also, I can't rock with that song because it's a carbon copy of the Valet record. But that's neither here nor
It's
there.
just trash.
Now,
So-
do we feel like if Nicki had dropped her album back when she was about to, like if she went through the copy paste thing
Nah.
that everyone's doing, like rush it out, just get it out, just drop it, promote it for like a week, let it go. Do we feel like she would have been better off doing that
No.
than just pushing it back
No.
and just pushing it back? Nah.
6 months ago, who was the biggest artist in hip hop?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No. I'm sorry. Who's the biggest female hip hop?
Cardi.
Yeah, right now would be the best time for Nicki to drop because Cardi just had a baby.
That's fair.
Musically, we're not checking for her right now.
Yeah.
She's not going on tour with Bruno, so
No,
like
she
her
can't.
her momentum is definitely slowing down.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like this would be the time for Nicki to drop
Okay.
because my theory when there's another female in the picture, Nicki gets
Two of them
pressure.
can't be hot at the same time.
Well, I
which
mean,
is
it's not even
whack.
that. It's just I feel like a lot of Nicki's whole like aesthetic is I'm the best female rapper here. So when she's not that,
Yeah, you bitches is my son.
yeah, basically all these
Yeah.
bitches are her sons, and she had a
Yep.
dick. She pissed on them. We know,
Yeah,
but
all
like
all that.
since that's not the common thing right now, if someone's bigger than her and if she does worse numbers than Cardi B,
She
probably
will.
she will. But like when she does, the internet's not gonna let her live because a lot of her everything is she brags about her numbers.
Yeah, and it's gonna break her little Barbie heart.
Yeah, and it's-
like, you know,
Bobby Tings.
Bobby Tings.
But
Nicki Minaj.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're pushing her album back because it's not right. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. These singles aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Apparently, she has a single with Ariana Grande that's doing really well. I've never even heard the record. And like, if the record doesn't get to me, it's obviously not over here. I'm at
So-
events all the time. I don't hear these records.
So pretty much her team is like, yo, just get on tracks with
With
hot
Tekashi
people.
6ix9ine,
Yeah.
which makes who is the hottest nigga in the world right now.
And, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad to see her fall from grace. Even though, again, my opinion aged really well on her. Like, it's still kind of sad to see like her so desperate and like
Yeah,
in
man.
a place where you could tell she's like not happy.
You know what's
Yeah.
interesting
You could
too?
tell.
I feel like there was moments she passed on where she could have like on Tyler Creator's Flower Boy, he wanted her on that. I wanted her on that I Ain't Got Time record. That would have been a good look for her. Tory Lanez wanted her on the album. Like there's moments where Nicki Minaj, like I feel like her ego gets the best of her,
Yeah.
and her like she has a shitty reputation too. So I feel like everything happening to her is some type of weird karma.
She's a diva.
Yeah, but like I mean I can't prove it.
Eminem's got to be green.
So
in
that
the fucking
Beyonce
trailer.
tell it, Diva's a female version of a hustler.
Yeah,
so,
but like
you know.
Beyonce has a
Oh,
great
shit,
reputation
we
out
brought
here.
it back, Louie.
You know what I mean? Like Beyonce has a
That's
great
true.
reputation out here.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone wants to work with Beyonce. Everyone wants to make music with Beyonce. Everyone wants to book Beyonce. It's not really looking the same for Nicki. And
Yeah.
another really desperate move that has to do with Tekashi 6ix9ine, she put him on his tour.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like a lot of those ticket sales are
She
gonna be.
put him on his tour. Is that-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Taka-
thinking
on her.
okay,
Takashi's
on her.
opening up for her in future.
Yeah, there we go.
Which is interesting because a lot of people don't want to book Tekashi because of the drama. you know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
it's like, yo,
Nicki
she's
like, I don't give a damn. I
Yeah.
need these
Fuck
numbers.
it.
yeah, so she's really out here playing with fire and making her reputation look bad. Because again, as someone like if I was someone with a kid, right, like a daughter, preferably,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, and I hear about this Tekashi kid, who if I don't know anything about Tekashi 6ix9ine, all I hear about him is he's a blood. He's potentially
blood.
a pedophile, and he's negative. And now Nicki's working with that dude,
Trey
and then
Brown.
her brother's also a fucking rapist. I'd be like, nah, my kid can't listen to this. You feel me? So it's like, to me, the PR movements are all bad right now.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll see what happens in a few weeks when the album eventually drops, I guess.
I don't
you
think this
know.
album's dropping anytime soon.
Dog,
I think
who
it's gonna get
knows?
pushed back to like 2019.
Damn.
Oh god, nah, it
Seriously?
ain't gonna be that bad.
Nah, it'll at least come out at least
I think
fall.
I think it'll. But here's
At
the
least
here's the
fall.
thing: who's scheduled to drop?
You know what would piss Nicki
I
off
don't
if like she pushed it back a week later and then some other big artist is dropping in that same week.
Yeah.
They
Damn
probably
it.
are. Rick Ross is dropping sometime
Ross
soon.
is dropping soon. Fucking.
She could compete with Ross, but like,
Nah, she can, but like, I don't think she
So,
wants to compete with anybody.
Yeah.
true.
I think there's a rumor that Drake might drop again.
Yeah.
So
More
Yeah.
rumors. Nas
More
might drop
Drake.
again.
Nas might drop. Like, there's a lot of things dropping potentially, and it's like, yo, it's just looking quiet for Nicki, bro.
Can we get into that real quick?
Nas?
Yeah.
Fucking guy named Nas. Like, okay, so pretty much what's going on is Nas came out and I guess he did an interview or something,
Yeah.
and he was just kind of giving excuses for Nasir. That's how you know even Nas knows it's not up to par. You know what I mean? He was just like, he didn't like the process of recording the album. Like, he didn't really like going to Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who would. He didn't like having to record the album in a whole week
Mm-hmm.
because
Well, who
Nas
would?
usually takes his time. You know what I mean?
We
and
know.
He crafts like art. You know what I mean? So for him to have a week to do some shit,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like the album took a week because the whole album he's basically rapping about freaking fine wine, French foods and shit. That's all it's about. And like he knows like this was a underwhelming, mediocre Nas album. Like I think he knows that.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get even no storytelling at all from Nas, and it's just like what the hell's going on, bro? And he said he has another album that he's working on that. The way he talks, it sounds like he's gonna drop it by the end of the year. I think he said like Swiss and I
RZA's
forgot
on it.
Yeah, there we go. Swiss and RZA is on the album, man. RZA barely ever misses with production.
No, that's true.
No,
you know what I mean.
That's
so
true.
I'm hoping that old school vibe of Swiss and RZA will get Nas back in his zone.
Swizzy.
And I hope they're gonna be like, yo, Nas, we need that Nas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Hopefully.
want no. If he mentions one French food, escargot, filet mignon, and fine freaking Cabernet.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sauvignon wine
I
and
think
shit,
I think you
swear
just
to
don't
God.
like seeing black men prosper and try new things, yo.
Maybe not, but you know, honestly, this is gonna sound like a lot, but I need him to address that Khalees shit.
No,
I think he's going.
I think he 100%.
definitely-
He's not gonna do
he
it.
has to.
He's
He
not
needs
going
He's
to.
not.
He's not
'Cause
gonna
he
do
didn't
it.
address the last
to.
one.
He's not gonna. He's not
But-
gonna do it.
Come on. No, I think he's
I
gonna do
need
it.
him.
Our rappers addressing domestic violence. Are you
Yeah.
crazy?
Pressure
Are you
too.
kidding me?
He
He's
he
not
has
gonna.
no
do-
pressure.
This
that's
shit
why.
got swept under the rug so motherfucking fast.
But listen, the way it was described that this last album was just made.
Nope.
Like at the time,
Nope.
all that shit was
Nope.
happening, and the album was being made.
Nope.
And then it dropped.
Nope.
There was no mention because
Nope.
he was being rushed.
Nope.
Maybe he wants to actually
Nope.
put time into it, and there's
Doubt
a
it.
song or two. You know?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
A verse.
Nope.
A line.
No.
He's
No.
out in Wyoming. He couldn't even fucking leave to go get his mind off to do some shit.
You already fucking know how I feel
He had to
about.
go herd the cows in his free time and shit.
You already
Like,
know how I
goddamn.
feel about.
Get the exquisite.
I feel
milk.
as though. I feel as though he's not gonna mention it. He's probably gonna talk about his incredible relationship he had with Khalees. Probably put her dress on the cover again. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Or make the
Heels.
cover them two kissing and
Corsage.
shit.
The corsage.
Nah, but I just really hope Nas, because, yo, like I was saying earlier, Nas, I don't think even cracks my top 10 right now of the
Of this
year.
year.
That's freaking disappointing. I was expecting at least top 3. I didn't even say number 1, but at least top 5, 3.
Yeah.
But not even top 10.
What
Come
is
on,
your
Nas.
what is your top 5 right now of the year?
In no order, I'd have to say, so Davies gave me 2 of them who we got to get into. I
Do we
got-
have to?
Yeah, it's been dropping.
He's having an incredible 2018. I'm sorry.
To you, I
Yeah, it's
guess.
been dropping.
He's having an incredible 2018.
So
he
Davies-
gave 2 albums. Even well, you didn't hear Karma 2 yet, but even you said P2 was fire.
P2's good.
Karma 2 and P2
You went from fire
this
to
year,
good.
right?
Huh?
P2
Karma
P2's
2 and P2.
fire.
P2 was this
Yeah,
year?
and they
I
were
fuck with
both
it.
fire.
Yeah.
He got a body on a disc. You know what I mean? So I'm just
Yeah.
like, yo, so far for half a year, you gave us 2 great albums.
The
and that,
documentary
you know what I
on
mean?
Netflix. He was on
Yeah,
that.
so I'm just like, he's having a great 2018.
So,
I
I like Dave. You know how I feel about Dave. He's
What
good.
Yeah,
else?
so
It's just he's kind of boring after a while.
What
not
else?
to me, but so there's his 2 albums. I got the Tory album. I got the
I forgot
Weeknd's
Tory
album.
dropped the fucking album.
I still be bumping that album.
A lot
in the
of
gym
music
especially.
drops.
Wow, I
lot
forgot
of
he
music
dropped the
drops.
fucking album.
That too. He dropped back in March. So
What-
What was his album called?
Memories Don't Die.
Oh, that was the one where he's all there's like balloons there.
Balloons
It's
in
like
the
the
back.
weekend
Yeah,
looking
yeah, yeah,
cover.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good.
Yeah.
That was a good project. I got the 50 Cent record.
Weekend invented balloons.
No,
But
I'm
yeah,
saying
so,
like it just looks like a weekend cover.
Yeah, so that one, The Weeknd, I really love that album.
It's a good. It's a good
I
joint.
really
That's the
like
EP.
Slim Jimmy's album a lot,
I
which
feel
was it blindsided me because I did not expect to like a Slim Jimmy.
We told
album.
you.
You know what I mean?
Wonder.
And that's amongst others I can't really think of right now, but
Yeah.
it's just Nas don't crack it.
Damn.
Slim Jimmy beat Nas in 2018.
Hey, Nas is gonna drop again this year, apparently.
I think it's because
hope.
Nas isn't asking the compelling questions we want to know. Like, does the Rari go faster without the roof? Very important.
That's a good question.
He answered your question all about wine.
Didn't Sudi Mythbuster that one?
Yeah, no.
Aerodynamics.
The Ferrari absolutely does not go faster without the roof. It just feels faster because you're getting wind in your hair.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like when I got the sunroof up.
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
car, yeah.
But it sounds
Drag.
cool. And sometimes in hip hop, if it sounds cool,
It works.
and it doesn't, it is not true, but it sounds cool. I'm gonna assume it's real.
Hey, Rari does go faster without the roof.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But yeah, Nas, I mean, if you want to be a coward and not address the Khalees thing, I feel you. But, like, you need to drop a great album because what the fuck? This is Nas' worst album since, like... This is a bottom of the barrel Nas album.
Damp.
Honestly, when you
I
think
didn't
of all
even
his
I didn't even
albums,
think about that.
this is
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel. Okay, me personally, I don't really like Streets Disciple that much. Like, it didn't need to be a double disc.
Fair.
For sure.
A
It
lot
did
of
not.
that
It did
disc
not.
too was.
I'll be honest with you.
did not,
I
you're
don't
right.
think there's too many hip hop double disc albums that should have been a
If
double
he
disc.
condensed it to one disc, it would have been a classic album.
What's a
but
great double disc hip hop album?
Shit.
All Eyes on
Besides
Me?
that Outkast joint.
I'll give it. I mean, that's 2 different albums.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still, it's a double disc.
I feel like almost every hip hop double disc, if I just condensed it into one, I would have liked it more.
Yeah, like Jay-Z had Blueprint too. But that
Should have been one album.
Yeah.
Ready to Die. I mean, Life After Death should have been
Yeah.
one side. if I took my favorite songs off of both All Eyes on Me, it'd be one album. Like it's.
I can't agree with that.
Nah, I mean I know you're also a bigger Tupac fan than I am.
Yeah, that's
But like most Double Disc albums, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Scorpion should have been one album.
For
like,
sure. With no R&B on it.
fuck it.
I think besides our Lord and Savior's Ray Sherman, who successfully did a triple disc album.
Successfully, that's correct. That's the right word. Successfully.
It's very it's looking slow.
Because different days I feel like, Sway Lee's
Some days I feel like Guatemala, some days I feel like Brinks Truck, and that's important.
Very important.
Some days I feel like Buckets.
I be waking up feeling like red wine
Some days I feel like Buckets, you feel me?
Some days
Yo, no bullshit.
falling asleep teed up and shit,
Song of
That's what it is.
2018 is Buckets, in my opinion.
That's just right.
That fucking Future verse is immaculate.
That's just
Oh my
right.
god.
Still bumping touchscreen navigation.
Yes.
So let's jump into this Davies real quick, because that dropped, last week?
Yeah.
Recently?
You have this weird relationship with Davies.
I just have this weird relationship with rappers who make the same songs over and over again.
So I was listening to Karma 2, and I was like, all right, bet. I enjoyed Karma, kind of. So I'm going to listen to Karma 2 and enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
It was better than Karma 1. I'll give
Hell
that.
yeah,
But then
easily.
I was listening, and I was like, all right, some of these are sounding like very similar. Like it's a similar
each
sounding
other,
beat. Yeah, to each other. I'm just like, all right, it's a similar sounding beat. Yeah, he's going hard, but I'm just like, all right, it's kind of just sounding the same at this point.
so I
Sounds
like
a little
Davies.
muddled.
I like
but
Davies,
he's
right?
rapping. I enjoy the rapping. So,
I like when my
No,
rappers
I-
rap, and Davies is a good rapper, right?
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
I-
like, do his songs do a lot for me? Not really. Like to me, the reason P2 was so dope is because that's probably the first time in his career where he's just like he's making actually good records. He's always been a great rapper. I'll never question the nigga's pen.
Yeah.
But like I feel like he like
You feel like that one had the most.
yeah.
Okay.
Besides that one record, Thank You. Oh my god. Oh.
It actually grew on me a little. I'd still take it off the album just because it doesn't fit the
That was
sound
basically
of
his.
the rest
That,
of the
you remember
album,
that
but
song that by Troy Ave Doodoo? That was basically his.
There's a
shit.
lot of sounding songs like that with
Yeah.
that little
Damn,
big
really?
piano beat.
Yeah, it's like
Dude, it was
this.
pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, and that's
Really?
and
I don't remember that one.
yeah. I think Davies is what's the record called? Thank You. Is it called Thank
Yeah,
You?
I
I
don't
think
remember that one.
I think Thank You's
I
worse.
must have forgot it.
Bro,
happened
it's
because-
awful.
Oh man.
It's literally Davies rapping on some
Awful.
PBS sounding beat, like it's a PBS Kids sounding beat, bro. I never want.
It just definitely didn't fit on the rest of the
I'm
album.
gonna
okay,
I'm gonna play you a quick snippet.
It was
Louis.
like fruity
Please
sounding.
do. Please do.
I'm gonna play a quick snippet.
Because if I recall, that doo-doo joint was very bad. Like, Troy Ave did not need to give us that at all.
I kind of liked it. It
Nah,
wasn't that
no.
bad.
I think you just like corny sounding
No.
PBS records, bro.
Nah,
I
it
did
doesn't-
like PBS.
It doesn't need
Go to grandma's house,
I
she got
didn't
no
need it.
cable.
I didn't need it.
Abuela.
You watch Saguada, Siamese cat.
It brings you back.
Yeah, hell yeah, you know.
Yo,
Well, I don't need to be brought back to that. I don't need it.
Yeah, it sounds like a school auditorium.
That's fine.
That train. I gotta thank God for all the pain. It got a nigga all up in the game. When I be out with
If you don't get that bullshit out of here,
That's fine. I don't need that from Davies. I
yeah,
don't.
exactly.
I don't need that
Okay,
in general.
well, as far as,
But besides that, P2 is really good.
Okay.
as
yeah.
far as Karma 2, like, did you hear Karma 2?
No.
Oh.
Okay, well, as far as Karma 2, one, the production cannot be denied.
Mhm.
Like, every beat slaps
Yeah,
on that
it's
shit.
not.
There's no thank yous on that album.
No,
Thank
there's
God.
Not. There's not.
For sure.
No,
I don't think there should be thank yous ever coming out of.
He has verses that he just bodies. Like, to me,
Yeah.
it's all the features work really well. Like, to me, like, I really loved Karma 2. It don't beat out P2 to me just because P2 is more of what I like from a hip-hop album. Like,
Yeah.
P2 kind of had that Lost Tapes feel, like, that mellow vibe, like, where he's telling stories, dark stories about his past and, like, just rapping about, like, deeper shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's the album I could sit and listen to on a rainy day or when I'm sad or some shit. I bump that P2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He comes with the fucking, like, his verses. One thing I really love about Davies is he's versatile. You know what I mean? It's like he can storytell. He can rap about stunting. He can rap about being poor. He can rap about, you know what I mean? He can go different places with
I
the
feel like
raps.
that's kind of
And
the
that's
common
what-
rap thing, though. I feel like everything you just said, every rapper can do.
He does it well though.
He doesn't know. He does it better than most. I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like every rapper can rap about stunning and rapping about being poor. That's kind of like the guidelines to being a rapper.
The way he paints pictures, he does it really
No,
well.
he's
Like,
definitely it makes sense that he signed to Nas because he's an exact product of what listening to Nas gets you to,
yeah.
but being a newer version. You know what I mean? Like to
Like-
me, he's like of Nas's label, he's the closest thing to Nas.
Like, for example, like J. Cole's stunting records. You
Don't get me started. on that.
know what I mean? Like J. Cole could be deep, but
Nice
J. Cole
watch.
can't give you that though. You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
J. Cole's stunning is awkward.
You guys remember 9
Drinking
Watch?
almond milk.
Do you remember
That's your
Nice-
boy?
Do you remember Nice Watch?
Huh?
Nice Watch.
That song
wasn't
aged
good.
awful.
It aged terribly.
That
The Trey
song.
Songz joint was fire.
Nah, that's a great
You know
record.
what I mean? So that's kind of J. Cole doing that, but he's not that good at that. You know what I mean?
Just doesn't
He
work.
got workout and shit
doesn't
like
work.
that.
Workout's awful.
Oh
So
my
that's what
God.
I'm saying. J. Cole can't give you that, but Davies can give you everything. And that's what I
I don't
really
think
like.
I don't think Davies can give me like that single he did with Chris Brown was pretty trash. Like I don't think he can give us like
Trash.
I don't
That
want
was good.
singles from Davies. I want him to
I don't
rap
know
all the
about
time.
Trash.
You know what I mean? Like I don't. There's certain rappers I don't need a single from. Like a record that sounds like a single, quote unquote. I don't think he needs to do that.
I don't know about Trash though.
Nah, that Chris Brown record's pretty bad.
Nah, I liked it. Chris Brown's hook was like, I didn't really like his hook, but I like Davies' verse on it.
To me, it sounds exactly like what the label wants from you. Like, yo, you need a record for the
That's
ladies.
exactly what it is.
And,
That's what it
and
is.
this, when I realize that, and when I can blatantly tell that this isn't you doing this record, it's the
Yeah.
label saying, Dave, you're a heartthrob. You need a record for the ladies. It's nothing for me.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
that's what it
I like Davies. If I recall, I had definitely told you to listen to that nigga early in life.
that
You know what I mean?
did
Like,
happen, yeah.
I like Dave, but after a while, I can only listen to him for so long. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
think that's what it
okay.
is.
All right.
But like, it's his style of rap more than anything else. It's not him per se. Like, cause I can only listen to niggas like Fab for so long, niggas like Jada for so long. Like,
Speaking of Fab, he's the one verse on Karma 2.
He's
that's
trash.
not good. Dave, okay, so on Karma 2, Dave, I guess he has a label now, and he's putting on a lot of his niggas, and even they drop a verse. I'm like, okay, like I fucked with that.
That's
Like,
beautiful.
freaking Fab, oh my goodness. Like I forgot what song it was, but his verse, he does like this rhyme scheme where he's doing all the Blue Devils from the college team. What team is that? Kentucky?
is that Kentucky?
I don't know. I
Or
don't
is it
watch
Duke?
college
No, I
sports,
think it's
no,
Kentucky.
Duke.
Blue
Yeah.
Devils? No. it's,
Nah, I think it's Kentucky. Cause isn't Drake a big fan of them niggas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is
Kentucky.
It is Kentucky.
Cause that's where
So
cousins went.
basically, for like
Boogie,
a
what
whole-
up?
For like a whole minute, Fab's naming off mad basketball players that went to that school. Like basically, how it sounds is like my Kyrie Irvings shoot like JJ
Oh my
Barea,
God, yeah.
and my John Walls don't get traded like Kawhi. Kawhi didn't go there, but that's what it sounds like, and it's just really bad.
I'm
And I
sick
think
of Fabulous.
Fab needs to hang it the fuck up. Like,
Listen, I've been
real.
saying Fabulous needs to quit rapping for like 3 years, and everyone's like, "No, Cooge, you're crazy." But then I asked the important question: what's the last Fab project that was good? Oh wait,
Soul Tape 3.
that nigga, I was in high school when that shit dropped.
No.
Nigga, I was dead in high
Most
school.
summertime shootouts weren't good.
Summertime shootouts are god awful.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
not
you know
good.
what? The freestyle series was fire. The freestyle series was
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
The
yeah.
freestyle series.
Personally, y'all don't agree with me, but I like the Jadakiss joint. I don't know
what?
if that counts. The Jadakiss album
I
he did.
didn't like the
wasn't
Jadakiss
trash.
Fab album because I
wasn't
didn't
trash.
need it.
Yeah.
He gave quality verses on
Yeah,
there.
no,
Like,
it's cute.
I liked it.
It's
It wasn't
cute.
trash. As far as a solo Fab, yeah, it's been years.
Yeah.
Young OG project came out. I was
I liked Young OG.
Young
project a
OG.
lot.
I
It was
think
some
that's
of
his
that.
last
It was
good
some of
project.
Yeah.
That would
That's
that would
probably
be
it.
hit that and the
Was
freestyle
that
series.
Soul Tape 3
That's
before
probably
that?
Soul Tape 3 was before Young OG.
Okay.
Because I remember going into Young OG like if it sounds anything like
Yeah.
the Soul Tape 3, I don't want this shit.
Yep.
Fab used to hang
And
it
then
up.
Summertime
He
Shootouts
dropped a
came
record
out,
with
yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign recently, and that shit made me throw up. That shit's awful.
And he fumbled a Ty Dolla $ign feature.
Yo, that's hard.
Excuse me?
That's hard.
Excuse me.
It's
my
hard
goodness.
to make a Ty Dolla $ign record sound
Dollar
bad.
sign.
Literally, when Ty Dolla $ign sends records to niggas, I know he's just like, yo, it's gonna be a hit. Just do what you do.
Just do your thing.
And Fab did what he did, and
Figure
it
it
was
out.
do.
Yo, if I looked up, I was reading some of his lyrics. He needs to hang it up. The second that
bad.
nigga started dressing bad, his raps got bad. He lost all his confidence.
Yo, Fab used to be fly too.
He hasn't been flying like 4 years.
He must have like lost. Like his stylist must have got fired, and now he's dressing
His style,
himself.
well, he beats his stylist. Is Emily.
Oh shit.
She probably started dressing him trash.
So since
Hey,
we're on that,
wow.
Fab can't give you good verses. He can't give you hooks unless it's in his own house. Y'all didn't like that joke?
Jesus Christ. What's the next topic? What happened with
Nah, Fab needs to hang it up.
Nah, facts.
It's time. It's been
But,
time
okay,
for a very long
to
time.
end it off, personally, I think Davies is having a great 2018.
No, you know what? When you break everything down, you break up the Netflix
he's having a good-
series.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
I think he needs to work on being a not shitty human being, though.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing that really scares people off of
Yo,
Davies.
real quick, so I was working with some dude who he's from Boston, right? And he was talking about why he hates Davies as a person.
Mhm.
Okay, so aside from the fact that Davies doesn't really seem to respect his fans like that,
Yeah.
he was just like, yo, like Davies was out here and his crew jumped one of our artists, like a Boston artist.
Damn.
And like he hates him for that reason.
I'm telling you, yo,
It's
this
like interesting.
Davies isn't like New England, bro. Niggas always talking shit about Prov. Niggas always getting fake booked. Yeah, yo.
he
does?
is, yeah.
Well, he doesn't. Like, what happened was I guess he got booked, but it wasn't really getting booked. So him and some DJs started going back and forth.
Yeah.
He has whoever
on,
is his
Davies.
PR.
Apparently, somebody fumbled the bag for him too. So,
Yeah,
you know.
well, yeah. Nah, he doesn't
So
have.
he
Good,
already has a distaste
he doesn't
for
have good
us.
experiences out here.
Yeah. It's just not
Interesting.
the wave.
But we also got freaking Big Sean and this whole controversy with Madden and shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, all right. So before we even go into it, like, what happened?
Okay, so Madden, what is it, 19?
Yeah, the
It's
next
coming
one coming
out.
up.
Yeah.
And there's a. I
Brady
It's
guess
out.
there's a-
Over.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's
there's a-
August. It's August.
It's out, yeah.
There's
Free
a-
season's next
I don't know
week,
if
so yeah,
it's-
it is.
I think they're all on the same song. There's a Big Sean, YG, and Nicki Minaj.
Big Bang.
Yeah,
and
Big
2
Bang.
Chainz
Yeah.
song.
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Okay, so there's a line where
that
I guess
YG
Big
joint.
Sean makes he says Kaepernick's name,
Yeah, yeah.
and so the NFL and EA decided to bleep out Kaepernick's name.
Are we shocked?
I'm not shocked.
No, but it's just like, okay, one, EA is like the worst company in America. I don't know if y'all really know
Clearly,
about
yeah.
EA, but EA
Not
is
much,
just
no.
fucking
EA 's
trash.
trash.
They're destroying every good game they touch.
EA 's trash.
And they're just trash. But they bad business practices all over the place.
Mhm.
But so pretty much everyone's mad that they bleeped out Kaepernick's name. Some people came and said, well, they did that because they probably didn't have the rights to use his name on the game, yada, yada. Sounds like a cop-out. But the thing is, EA came out and apologized. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, why wouldn't they come out and say that if that was the truth? I've heard mad game names, songs in sports games where mad names were being dropped.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember a few years ago that that song from what's his name, Sci-Hi.
Saha.
Remember that song in 2K? He had, he was like, I've been the prince like Tayshaun. He's made even off mad players. They had that song on there.
Well, here's the thing.
You know what I mean? So
I feel like I'm more shocked that they put a song with them mentioning that nigga in the,
Yeah,
in the
like,
game
why
more than
would-
anything
so
else.
why
Why would they
even put
even
the
touch
song?
the song?
Yeah,
that's
so
what
here's
more
I'm not shocked that they would bleep his name out. He's currently suing the NFL, so
like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
yeah,
saying-
like I believe me, I always wanna back my nigga Kaepernick up, and I always wanna be on some like
Okay.
nah, you're all right, but it's like
But-
he's suing the
all right, but
NFL.
the fact that you bleeped out his name makes his collusion case stronger because it's like, see,
No,
they don't
yeah,
want me in the game.
yeah,
Never
no,
mind on
no.
the
Believe
field.
me,
Yeah.
it makes them look bad. It makes them look petty. But it's like at the same time, it's like
can't
when
be
I
surprised
when
when
I
they're
read that
petty.
happen, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Like I didn't even second guess it. I was like, oh yeah, I mean he's suing the NFL.
'Cause the thing is,
He's
they're
not
like,
he's not in the game.
and it's like they were blackballing him before he was suing the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just like I feel like they would have did that regardless.
Yeah,
'Cause
but,
the
like-
NFL's really tone deaf, and they're really scared that white people are gonna like riot
Yeah.
and whatever the hell. And it's actually been proven that the protests have not affected their revenue at all. So
yeah.
they're doing this shit just to who knows because they're scared.
I think I'm
potentially.
more shocked that a YG song made it on Madden
Yeah,
more
like-
than anything else
like,
right now. I'm more shocked that the Big Bang record.
How
made
did
it.
we slip up so bad within many people in this Madden team that Big Bang made it and now we have this controversy? Like, who in the PR team let this happen?
Yeah, like did the NFL not say, "Yo, this is gonna piss people off if we bleep his name out"?
Not for, who in EA Sports was like, yo,
Like,
guys,
you know what? And if there was a
guys.
case of not having the rights to his name or whatever, they'd be like, all right, so let's just not even put the song in
Why
there.
put the song in the game?
Yeah,
There's
so
so many other
that's the thing. The NFL is just time after time makes
There's a
bad
Billboard
decisions,
chart for a reason.
and they're very reactionary, and
Yeah.
they don't actually think.
I
of
think
what
all
they
this is
should
just
do.
like just to make people talk about Madden because I didn't even know Madden was out until there was
Yeah.
controversy
well, it
about the
happened
game.
because
August. Yeah.
it happened because like first Big Sean called them out on IG, and he was just
Yeah.
like,
No,
oh,
but you get what I'm saying though. I
Yeah.
feel like I didn't
Yeah, I
know
forgot.
Madden was out.
Like,
So
like my head was like, oh, preseason's coming. I
you
forgot.
get what
Madden
I'm
was
saying? Like,
coming
you get what
out.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like this was one interesting marketing ploy to like,
Be like, oh, Madden's out.
yeah. And I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen crazier things.
And then of course YG puts out his video with the bandana on and the freaking 40, like yeah, blood, you know.
Nah.
Wait, God, they took Kaepernick's name off the video. I need an apology, cuz. He said, cuz, that's Crips. I need an
Yeah.
apology, blood.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Soup boot. Like that's the, you know what I'm
well, I'm
saying?
gonna come
That's
clean.
what-
I'm gonna come clean though. They probably feel offended because they probably asked to use the song, and they probably like, yeah. And they,
Nah, they should be offended.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I
but
was
like,
just
I'm gonna be
kinda-
honest with you. Like, I'm not shocked that they bleeped the guy who's suing the organization out of their game.
Yeah.
And I'm not shocked that EA Sports, or already trash company, probably a racist company too, also was like, fuck it, let's bleep his name out. Like, I'm not, like, I'm sitting here like not in shock. I'm more shocked that the song's in the we're bypassing this fact right now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm more-
someone in the NFL office or EA office should be like, guys, if
Let's
we
just
bleep
not
his
use the
name
song.
out,
Somebody.
people are gonna be pissed off. Let's just take
Anybody.
take the song out completely. That would have been way smarter. But of course, they do stupid shit like that.
Conspiracy theory.
Is that song like big? Like
Yeah,
It's
it's
huge.
a big song. It's a big
Okay.
song.
You've heard it.
It's a good song too. I like it. I'm not mad at it.
Bitch driver all
You've heard this.
Couldn't hit it if you niggas had
I
Lanes
have not.
can't call it.
You don't leave the house.
I don't listen to YG though.
Nah, yeah.
I don't
YG's
either.
on it. I didn't hear it. No
I don't
bullshit.
either though. Yeah.
But,
Nah, so yeah, this is a big record, but I'm like, I'm just shocked that this is on Madden. More than anything else.
Okay.
Conspiracy
so-
theory. It's this is happening on the issue where Brady's on the cover. Like, are we just sabotaging Brady here?
Is
Like-
Brady on the Brady's not on the cover?
Yeah, isn't Brady
No,
this year? Yeah.
Brady's last year's.
Nah.
Oh, happy birthday, Brady.
Oh yeah.
No,
happy
the nigga
birthday.
from the nigga from the Steelers is on the cover. The wide
Antonio
receiver,
Brown?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
He's on the
Antonio
cover.
Brown.
Yeah.
Shit.
Brady was.
Legendary
Oh
version-
yeah.
in the deluxe version is
The
T.O. on the
deluxe,
cover.
okay.
Yeah,
There we
no.
go,
Brady
there
was
we
like,
go,
yo,
there we
first,
go.
yeah, don't come for Brady because he ain't sent for
Yo,
you.
listen,
All right.
I'm just
Skip.
playing devil's advocate. Okay.
Skip.
I'm just playing devil's
Skip.
advocate.
Skip. No, my nigga. Brady was minding his business. This is his birthday.
Brady
Happy
was
birthday,
minding his
goat.
business.
Bah.
He's 41 years old.
The cliff? No.
Anyways,
But,
anyways, no.
Shots to the Eagles. You know,
No one's talking about the Eagles, my nigga.
dropping 41 on the Patriots. It is what it is.
But nah, I'm just more shocked that they picked the song. But no, Antonio Brown's on the cover. I just feel like EA Sports wanted. You know what though?
Yeah.
You know what though? I mean, they're just a trash company. Anything that happens from this company, I'm never shocked about. I did tweet them though and say I was very offended and I'm waiting for my free copy. So if you want to send me a copy, I'm here.
I mean, I personally like. I'm not to get too much into this, but I think we need to boycott like EA. First, I want 2K to have them back. Madden, but
Do you want 2K to have Madden?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
be mad at
They've
that.
never had Madden.
they used to make football games.
They made
need-
2K5. They
yeah,
need football ranks.
football
Yeah,
games, that's
yeah.
what I
Football,
mean.
yeah.
But in
be mad
general,
at that.
I just feel like we need to boycott 2K, Madden, all that type of shit, because it's really those games are scams, pay to win games.
Madden the most.
Where
Madden more than anything.
2K is very bad. too.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, I understand.
Madden's so much worse than 2K that it makes 2K look like an incredible game.
'Cause, like-
Because Madden doesn't even have like a story mode, dog. Like at least 2K has a very compelling my career. Like at least there's
Compelling?
there's a story.
Stories be trash.
Nah, but
That'd
like
be
at
bad.
least
That'd
like
be
there's
bad.
something to do.
At least they
for
have
like
it.
at least a good 6
I
months.
feel that.
There's
Yeah.
something. With Madden, I do a franchise
Like-
mode and then I'm done.
But the problem with 2K is like when you play like My Park, I know you
Yeah,
don't
it's
play
pretty bad
online
too.
and all
It's
that.
pretty bad
But
too.
the thing about My Park is like people literally at day one they buy all the freaking VC.
True.
And they're nice on day one.
True.
And if you
Yep.
don't want to buy VC, they make it so hard to get your guy nice without VC that
Dog.
it kind of pressures you into buying. VC.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely a pay to play situation for sure. Like it's 100% that
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
that
very whack. And I feel like we shouldn't be
I
okay with it.
here's the thing. I want to know I want to see what 2K does with this game because for the first time in like years, there's something else that can kind of compete with it.
The EA one, the NBA,
NBA
Live.
Live.
Here's the thing though. The last NBA Live wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
bad
wasn't.
at all.
And
Wasn't
it's
at all.
like if they continue to grow from that, I know EA's trash and all that, but one thing they did really well with NBA Live is anytime the fans had something to do, like say, like whether it was like, oh, we should have this mode or we should have
Because
these.
they're really desperate.
Yeah, but like one thing they're doing that 2K isn't, they're listening to their people.
True.
If they listen to their people just enough,
Just
because there's already like if you go on YouTube right now and you type in 2K, there's like a million videos on you. I did this earlier actually. There's a million videos on YouTube on some like, yo, 2K's dying, 2K's failing. Well, this is why you guys should
is.
fuck with NBA Live. Like there's mad of those videos. And 3 years ago that would sound preposterous. So the fact that we're at this moment, I feel like this next 2K is the first time in a long time where if they don't drop a great game, it might be quiet.
Hey, and real quick too, what's like just to end this point about 2K,
Mhm.
let you chime in, is like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't carry over your My Player from game to game, right?
No.
No, you
So
can't.
they want you to rebuy the freaking VC.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, no, I stopped buying 2K back at 14. Like,
Like,
I'm all
dog,
set.
I started my first 2K a couple years ago. This last one was the first one I actually bought
Yeah.
myself. I'm already tired of it. Like,
Like,
I can't do that. I
yeah.
can't do it.
I'll go to a
It
friend's
took
crib and
me
play,
almost
but-
a whole year to make my personal first guy like a 90-something. A
and
whole
then
year.
the next one's already out.
Yeah.
And then you got to restart. Like,
Yeah, nah, honestly, I think without competition, they don't really have anything to do. That's why I'm happy NBA Live's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
for
happy
sure.
that
They needed
NBA Live is
competition.
like, I can't lie, this last NBA Live wasn't trash at all.
No, it wasn't.
Granted,
Like,
I didn't buy it.
Once you kept playing, though, the mechanics of it was
No,
kinda,
the mechanics compared to,
yeah.
but 2K also has, they drop a 2K every year.
Yeah, exactly.
Where like NBA Live, they just started making them again. So it's like their mechanics are going to have to catch up.
Yeah.
But based off what I'm hearing about this next NBA Live, they're fixing their mechanics. They're appealing to, you can create a girl a woman basketball player for the first time, which is a really big thing. You know what I mean? Like they're doing a lot of things to compete with 2K.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
And it's listening to their fans is the number one thing. Because how long have we been complaining about servers with 2K? How long have we been complaining about like this or that? Or we've been complaining about VC since 2K15, dog.
I seen the jokes. I seen
For
them.
me, it was. I think they started introducing VT in like 13.
Nah, 2K13, the VC you got it through playing. You could start buying VC like 2K14, 2K15.
And that's when I was
like for real, buying real VC like started like recently though. When it like once it became you had to use VC to get haircuts and get tattoos and buy some
That shit
goddamn
pissed me
J's.
off.
Like how the fuck I'm signing a Jordan brand, but I
That
gotta
shit
use
pissed
my
me off.
VC to buy some
I
goddamn
want you to
11s.
spend real money to buy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Video game Jordans.
I'm spending more money on Jordans in the video game than in
Out your
real life.
rabbit
I will
ass
never.
Yeah, exactly.
I will never.
And that's why these days I'm choosing to give my money to companies like the ones that made Witcher 3, which is CD Projekt Red, shit like that, real quick.
Yeah.
Companies that actually love their games and love the gamers. That's who I fuck with. Fuck 2K. Fuck EA. And that's where I'm at.
I feel you.
But yeah, so
Just like music, I'm bored with video games too. But that's neither here nor there.
there's some fire coming out though.
No, there are, but you know.
At least my nigga LeBron's on the cover, who just opened up a school.
Yeah, he did.
You know, segue. Nice
Congratulations to
little segue.
LeBron for successfully completing that whole thing.
Greatest
because
player of all
his,
time.
I Dream School.
I promise.
IPromise School is opened up where at?
Ohio.
In
Home.
Akron.
Hometown.
Akron.
Hometown. Dog, the list of things he's providing for
Yo,
the
like
students of
free
this school.
transportation within 2 miles, free bikes, freaking they get scholarships off RIP when they graduate, shit like that. I'm
Wherever
like,
they
wow.
go.
Like that's a really huge deal, and like if
incredible.
everyone put their money to use like that, like someone put on Twitter, they were like Floyd Mayweather just bought a $20 million watch, and LeBron spent $40 million on a school. Like choose wisely who you want to support. You know what I mean? And it's like people need to understand like how huge of a deal what LeBron did is. And one thing that like pisses me off is like I've been seeing people. I guess I pay too much attention to Twitter niggas, but I see people like when we're speaking on LeBron's like philanthropy and what he did with the school, that people are like, well, he's still 3-6 in the finals. And I'm just like, dude, okay, just like how LeBron haters hate when you bring up LeBron the man in the basketball conversations. When we're talking about LeBron the man, don't bring up basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's that simple.
And you can't, honestly, and I'm always gonna say this. It's like, dog, like. This nigga's been playing basketball my whole life, basically. Like, my whole, like, conscious life of knowing who he was.
Yeah.
Like, he got drafted in 03.
2003.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
10.
So
I've
you probably heard
never...
of him, like,
I've
2002.
Yeah, nah, 02, 03.
Yeah.
I couldn't escape the nigga.
No, yeah.
But, like, there's nothing negative about him. He's, like... And I hate to sound like those Twitter accounts that's, like, that praise him, but it's like, yo, like, he's with his day one girl. He seems to be a great father.
You don't gotta pay child support.
Yeah, I mean, unlike Blake Griffin. You feel me?
He centered his next deal, like his next contract, around his family. Like that's the reason
He literally
went
signed
LA.
to the Lakers because his kids were going to play. I knew he was signed to the Lakers once I found out his kids were going to play high school ball out there.
Think about
Yeah.
it, right? It was interesting
And
too.
he
He
said
signed a
family's
4-year deal, right?
Yep.
His son, I think, is 14.
Yeah.
So at 18, he could probably go right to the NBA.
Yeah.
Yep.
And LeBron will have that free agency where he can go wherever his son is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he only signed a 4-year, not a 5-year.
Yeah,
Or anything like
that's
that.
100% what it. Did you see the video he posted on his Instagram of him and his kid on the same team in 2K?
He wants that to happen.
Yeah.
He wants that to happen really
he
bad.
can do it.
And he
Like
went
Vince
and-
Carter's still playing. He can do it.
Yeah, and he did a little shoot around with his son's team, which people are knocking him for that too. He's an attention whore. I'm like, a basketball player is playing basketball.
Oh,
And you
man.
get mad
Do you know
about
how
that?
fucking anti be if I went to my high school game and LeBron fucking James is having a dunk contest?
Crazy. And I guess
With himself?
LeBron James Jr. Bronny like did his first dunk or whatever, which I don't believe was
man.
really his first dunk.
Nah,
Oh,
I've definitely
On
seen him.
camera.
I've definitely seen him
His
dunk a
first
few
dunk.
times on
Yeah.
camera. But man, yo, we can talk about LeBron the player all we want, and I don't even know. There's nothing really negative to say there too, because saying he's been the best player my whole goddamn life. But more importantly, like LeBron the human being, like being a black athlete and doing all this positive things is incredible. Like even without opening a school, all the kids he sent to college, all the kids he's helped, all the kids he mentors back home and other places.
And now, peep this chain effect I believe it's creating. So then I read this. D. Rose launches Rose Scholars program, which will give high school students over $400,000 for college tuition.
Please. I
And-
welcome this. This
and
is
that's
dope.
what I'm saying. I feel like it's also creating like a chain reaction where now other athletes are like, well, shit, I'm not doing enough, yo. I need to do something big and crazy like that. You know what I mean? So that's dope. Imagine every big black celebrity started doing something really big, just one thing
Just
that's
one thing.
really big.
Yeah. We'd have a
Now
bunch
we're
more
starting
shit.
to change the landscape. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
I'm
like,
cool. I'm cool with
more
niggas. I'm cool with
opportunities.
niggas copying LeBron.
That's fine.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and of course you got like the haters who want to
Make
nitpick about the
scholarships, go ahead.
school and whatever. And I'm just like, dude.
Nah, that's
shut
just
up.
dope, man. Like
Yeah,
we can't talk about him enough in a positive manner. Like this, we never hear anything negative about him. He minds his
for
business. He's a great father. He's a great community guy.
got a
He's
black
black.
queen.
Like, you know what I mean?
You got
Like,
a black wife.
yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck?
What can you say?
He literally left his team so his kids could live in. His kids were probably like, "Yo, we want to live in LA, my guy. Ohio's trash. There's no bitches out here."
I don't think he needed them to say that. He wants to like get his movie career popping too.
Yeah.
Space Jam 2 is coming.
It's two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the greatest, yo.
Hey, man.
And like a lot of
all I'm saying is these niggas' favorite basketball players won't even take pictures with people because they're black, and my favorite basketball players open up a school.
At one point, I tried to make to people is like, okay, and they're like, okay, well, there's nothing for his GOAT conversation versus Jordan.
So
I was like, okay, but the thing is, Muhammad Ali wasn't necessarily the greatest boxer. You had Sugar Ray, you had George Foreman, and heads like that who have better wins-losses records. You know what I mean? But Muhammad Ali, why we put the word GOAT next to him isn't just boxing.
It's what he did for us.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe LeBron can be elevated to that status just because of the
And
off-the-court shit.
LeBron's also one of the only athletes whenever anything happens, like whenever an innocent black person gets shot, LeBron's always the first person to talk about
like
it.
Jordan, who like Republicans buy sneakers too. I remember Jordan, like, you know what I mean? Like, LeBron's not afraid to get out there and
he's not.
Trump a bum.
He's not afraid. He's not afraid to.
He said he'll never sit across from a table with Trump.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never afraid to speak on things that actually matter. He's never afraid to talk about the topics. He's never afraid to use his power
And
to
he has
encourage.
a huge brand that could be hurt.
Yeah, you know what I
He
mean?
don't care.
He's never.
Like these fucking NFL owners and shit.
Yeah, he's never scared to
Force
encourage us to learn about what's going on, to learn about politics, to go to school.
NFL owners Jeffrey Lurie, he supported the team for not going to the White House.
But that's one of the owners. You got Jerry Jones, his fucking punk ass.
That's my team.
You know what I mean?
I know you're right.
Then I don't know if y'all heard about this, but Jerry Jones punk ass, who's talking about toes on the line, boy. You know what I mean? But he wouldn't even take his hat off during the national anthem. You know that? They told him to take it off. He refused to. And I'm just like, I thought you respect the flag.
I'm just saying,
my champions.
The owner of my team chose with Jay-Z and Meek Mill and shit. I don't know.
He voted for Trump, so I don't know. But yeah,
he had a change of heart. He was tripping. He didn't hear the new Meek Mill album.
This man is terrible. He stopped messing with Trump.
You know what happened was, he heard the Meek Mill track, the Stay Woke record,
That's
and Kraft was like, I can't front Meek.
The only good song in that whole shit.
Kraft was like, I can't front Meek. I didn't really know this was going on, but now that you told me, you know what I mean?
Gotta see what happens next election season.
You feel me? But now LeBron's the GOAT. I'm not even conversing with these niggas anymore.
He built a school, dog.
He
Not
built
just a school
a $40
with all these opportunities.
A $40
tied to
million
it.
looking school. That school looks like the future, dog. That school looks like what I imagine what the X-Men school looks like,
They
dog.
get free bikes.
Yeah. Yo, and then that school helps people's parents
None
get
of them little
jobs.
niggas better not
Dog,
try
they
to
help
sell
them
them
get
bikes either.
GEDs.
Huh?
I got a bike for sale, yeah. Don't do
Yo,
that.
did you see that
Help
tweet?
the parents get GEDs if
Did
they
you
don't
see that
got to,
tweet
you know.
where it was like, imagine like you fuck up and then like, you know what? I'm telling LeBron.
I heard you broke your promise.
Imagine LeBron James coming down to the office.
Like, yo, what the fuck, man?
Come on, dog.
I saw someone say like, nah, the reason I failed is because I was watching your 41-point game, LeBron. Chill.
Come on, good grades on 3. 1, 2, 3, good grades. That'd be funny.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, he's the GOAT.
Nah, for sure. So we doing underrated albums this week? We out of topics. I got one already off rip.
You can do yours because I picked one.
Okay, so my underrated.
You go second.
So I've been raving about Michael Jackson for the past month. Obviously, I've known Michael Jackson as the GOAT forever.
Yep.
But like something, the spirit of MJ just like crept up on me. You know what I mean? Like a month ago. For no.
He tends to
apparent
do that
reason.
sometimes.
So there's this
I
one
got mine.
album we don't really talk about like that. It's called History, Past, Present, and Future. I don't know if you've ever seen this cover before.
That did happen, yeah.
You know what I mean? But so this album, all right, it's a double disc, and the first disc is all just it's a greatest hits album. The first disc. The second disc is all like a new album. You know what I mean? And one thing I pointed out to Cøøg was like Michael Jackson always had short albums.
Isn't there a triple disc version of this too?
I don't know, but
No, continue. Sorry.
okay. So this album, it's kind of conscious Mike. You know what I mean? Like songs like They Don't Care About Us.
Yeah.
Earth Song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come Together. He got a song called Childhood, which like it's a beautiful song and it's like it perfectly explains like why Mike the way he was.
Mhm.
It's called like the song goes, did you see? He's like, can you find my childhood? I'm dreaming of a world where he starts dreaming, talking about all this shit that children dream of and all this type of thing, and how he never got to have that. And that's why when he's older, he had Neverland Ranch and all this type of shit because he just wanted to get that child. Because when you think about it, Mike's been famous since he was like 8.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He never
Whole
got
life.
a chance. Like Joe Jackson, as soon as that nigga was out the womb, like He made him start practicing dance moves and shit. And that's what it was. This is just, it's a conscious Mike album. It's also a really like mellow Mike album. He got a song called Money too, where he's talking about how people do whatever the hell for money, how they'll steal from you for money, how they'll dirty your name for money. Then you got a song called Smile, which he's talking about, okay, this world's trash, but you just gotta smile. Like, this album is just, it's, again, you know I love my mellow albums.
Yeah,
it's
of
that,
course,
and it's
that's
also a conscious album at the same time. And it's just really.
Does he have a
fucking
Biggie feature on here?
Okay, let me get to the feature. So he got Mike around this time too. He started taking like a real interest in hip hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he got a Biggie feature on here. How I know it's not like a posthumous thing is like Biggie says Michael Jackson's name on it. He's like, my nigga Mike, take us to the hook. Then Mike starts singing. Like, you could tell they got together and did this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the most part. And he also got a Shaq feature on here. And Shaq actually goes in on the feature.
Shaq's the best basketball rapper of all time.
I'm just like, yo, like I really fuck with how Mike was starting to like kind of branch off. And like a lot of the thing about Michael Jackson, he always kind of had a hip hop flavor to him.
Yeah.
Well, mostly after probably his first solo album, Off the Wall. Like a lot of the Thriller beats you could rap on them. Like a lot of Michael Jackson beats you could rap on them. You know what I mean?
Michael Jackson's jiggy.
So I feel like Michael Jackson always kind of had that vibe to him, but on this album he was starting to really take an interest in hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Makes sense.
this album just really fucking smacks. And yeah, and you got the first track, Scream, where you get the Janet Jackson feature. Tim and Jen on the same song, smacks.
That video fucking smacks.
Yeah,
If you,
exactly. I remember that video from when I was a kid.
That video fucking.
Got pressure in me.
It's the black and white video.
Yeah,
They're like
and
in
they're
space on some
smashing
shit.
guitars.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and this album is just fucking incredible. And like I said, Mike always had like these short, very digestible albums. Like Thriller was only like 10 tracks, I think. 12. Like the highest Michael Jackson album is probably like 12 tracks. Oh, this one's 15 actually. For the second disc, but it never really goes above that. He never has a 25, 20, 17, 19.
Because what do you think? What do you think a 7-track Michael Jackson project produced by Kanye would sound like? Let's discuss. Probably fire.
How about produced by Travis Scott?
Oh my goodness. Oh yo, who knows if Mike stayed alive, what would have happened? You know.
We would have no. Michael Jackson would have easily been on AstroWorld.
Easily.
If he would have been on. Drake would have grabbed him up.
Wait, Drake already did.
Yeah.
True. You know what I mean?
That
like,
Drake money.
They would have definitely tried to grab Mike for some little vocals at least. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's my underrated album.
Well, my underrated album is very opposite of that. This is one of my favorite street albums ever. You feel me?
Michael Jackson was street.
But nah, so I'm someone I've been like really like giving a lot of praise to lately. I've always given him praise, and people look at me crazy when I say this. So Young Buck's debut album, Straight Outta Cashville, to me is a motherfucking classic album. And
Spirit of G Unit crept on me too. In the
yeah,
past
I mean Spirit of G Unit has never really left me. I'm probably gonna get G-Unit's hat it one of these days. Honestly, shit means everything.
Surprised it's not there yet.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna ask my mom if I can do it. But like for real, Young Buck's debut album to me is like easily one of the best albums to come out of the G-Unit camp. Period.
For
like
sure.
I think it's for sure. I would say Get Rich or Die Trying, Straight Outta Cashville documentary.
Okay. So
not in that order.
Banks in your top 3. Then.
Nah, not in that order. I mean, Banks' debut album is really, really good, but Bucks to me is like wow. Like the thing about Young Buck, there's not too many rappers. I feel like when when they rap, you can really feel it. Like every word that came out this nigga's mouth, you felt like
He's
you really
lyrical.
like he was very lyrical.
That's true.
He could tell a story. His production was out of this world. Like his features were great on this album. He had a fucking record with Ludacris and T.I. dissing each other.
He has great presence. Like,
His he probably had the best presence out of all the Unit niggas because when he started rapping, you felt that shit.
that first track on Beg for Mercy.
My God,
that
he
first
bodies.
It's the best verse.
He bodies
the way
that
he comes
shit.
in is perfect.
Like the way he rapped, it was like I haven't really experienced too many niggas that rap that
Footprints,
well that put that much emotion into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just a really great debut project. I feel like he never got as much love because he wasn't the main guy like 50. He wasn't the smooth Lloyd Banks. He wasn't the heartthrob Game. He was like the, you know what I mean? He was the, to me, like the underrated person. But to me,
I've never heard a bad Buck verse.
I've never heard a bad Buck verse. That nigga never wastes bars. That nigga he has hits.
Real quick to your point too, if you really want to get underrated, his second album was really good too.
Yeah,
Buck
like
the World,
Buck
like,
Buck right now is dropping good records. That's kind of what got me on this like Young Buck thing. Like, he's been dropping recent records with like from this Unit thing, and I'm just like, yo, Buck can still really rap well. Like he gets busy, but like in his prime when Unit was a thing, he was really bodying shit. Like no bullshit. If he stayed consistent, he'd probably be one of the best Southern rappers like ever.
Nah, facts.
And I know that's like a crazy thing because there's so many great
Not to
Southern
me.
rappers, but I feel like he would have went down.
Shit.
And like he was like he had that trap sound, so he would have like imagine like if Young Buck stayed consistent and during like this who was the producers like this Who are the producers who like Rick Ross was working with during Teflon Don?
Like Lex Luger.
Like,
and shit that?
imagine like Young Buck over like Lex Luger beats and
Yeah,
shit. Like, you know what I mean? That
hard,
shit would have been
yeah.
immaculate. Like, he was really out here, and to me, he was out rapping all the junior niggas when it came time to rap. And I feel like,
I
feel
wanna
like-
get to know you. He had the best verse. You Gucci
Yeah,
boots
yeah,
the same
yeah,
color as
yeah.
mine. That's
he
just
had the
right.
best verse, but 50 just finessed it, a
I
lot
feel
better.
you, but I like what Buck was
No,
saying,
I
but-
love Young Buck's verse. I love Young Buck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a
Yeah.
big Unit fan. I remember just always being a really big fan of him. I remember my brother used to be like, "Yo, why do you have the Banks album?" Which I always listen to the Buck album because me and my brother used to trade albums a lot.
Yep.
I'm like, "His Buck album smacks. Like, you should really like sit down and listen to it." So if you're ever in like in a Unit mood, like I get into, and you're like, "Wow, I've never listened to this Young Buck album, but he's kind of trash." Really like sit down and listen to it. And it's like, yo, from top to bottom, there's not one bad line. And the features schmack. There's a lot of 50 Cent hooks on there, and 50 Cent in his bag when it came to hooks was unmatched.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
The features schmack. It's a great project.
I ever tell you my 50 Cent Hot Night story?
No.
Okay, real fast.
Go
Like
for
Hot
it.
Night was my first concert I've ever been to.
03?
And that's when 50 first came out.
Lucky.
Like Magic Stick had just dropped and shit. And just picture this and how my 10-year-old self felt. Like everyone's just clamoring for 50 to come out. Like we're tired of Little Mo, we're tired of Fab. You know what I mean? Like okay, we're ready for 50. And it's just like you're just waiting there in silence. Like yo, what the fuck? And all you hear is chit-chit-chit-chit. I was fucking soup. I was jumping around. It was crazy. I'll never forget that shit for the rest of my life. But
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. So I guess my album, I'm going to pull one out. Pharrell, a few years ago, I was in Florida still.
Girl?
Yeah, Girl. So he dropped Girl, and I'm just like, yo, this album kind of smacks. And it did what it did, but it kind of just disappeared. And I'm just like, wait, why did this album kind of disappear? Because off rip, I can already name that Alicia Keys duet. That shit schmacked. Fucking the
love
two.
Alicia Keys.
Don't let me start with Alicia Keys. That shit schmacked. Even the cover itself was just him and just women and just him being jiggy. You know, it was Pharrell being Pharrell, and the production schmacked. It's
Is
just
that the album? Wasn't there controversy with that album over like the cover or something?
Yeah.
yeah, there was.
I forget what the cover even was
That
or
was the one.
anything.
It was
It was
enough.
him with two women behind
Three.
him. 3 women behind him. Yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
No black women.
But he was
or
wearing like
that
a
was-
robe, and like they were just
Every girl on that cover, 2 of the girls on that cover were black, but yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what the actual controversy was.
There wasn't like a dark skinned girl woman on it.
Oh, okay.
They were light skinned.
But then you watch the video and there's all types of flavor on it.
People just
alright.
like to.
People just like
People
nitpicking.
like doing things.
You know how
but-
bored you have to be to nitpick Pharrell?
Right? Because if you listen to
Pharrell
that
did
album,
say that All Lives Matter shit not too long ago. So
I didn't see that.
I didn't see
nah,
it
he
either.
did.
Yeah.
If you want to look into
Nope.
that, but,
Nah.
but yeah,
Nope.
keep going. My bad.
Nope. Because if you listen to the album, you ignore the cover. You're just like, all right, I don't care anymore. Because I remember the intro fucking schmacked. The second song fucking schmacked. Yeah, all them songs just fucking smack because it was Pharrell in his bag, just singing his hooks and just.
Yeah, it was-
when Pharrell is in his bag, it's just unmatched. It's
Pharrell's
just
fucking great.
Pharrell being Pharrell.
Even Happy was fire.
Happy
I know people
Happy
got-
was a really good single
Happy
too.
was
Like
fire.
even with the video too, just the concept of it
Everyone
itself. Like
liked
the
that song.
there
I
was
know
a whole
people got
website
sick.
for the
I know
video.
people got sick of it because
So
it was
sick of it.
overplayed. But to me, I was like, why is it with positive music that makes you happy?
Yeah, why are
never got
people
sick of
over
it.
it?
Yo, my nigga, you play Happy
either.
right now. I'm like,
Old
yeah.
people, kids, everyone love that shit. All around the
Yeah.
world.
To me,
people
it's a
love that
universal. You know, like
Dog, that video was very smart too.
You brought
Since
it-
it was so universal, he
Yeah.
did a 24-hour video. Like, I believe the site's still up now. You
Nope.
can just go on it.
shit. That song's on that album.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh,
on the
wow.
album. Yeah.
no bullshit. To me, that song was a very like Michael Jackson-esque
Yeah.
record,
Yeah.
where it's just
Yeah,
like
what
it just.
transcend
yeah.
everything.
People just like throwing salt, and you know what? They
But
get
you
mad
know
when
how
it doesn't
bo-
stick.
You know how bored you got to be to nitpick Pharrell.
Dog.
Like I remember going to like my uncle's house and I see my little cousins dance. I'm just like, oh, like, it makes you feel nice.
Yeah, it's just a good song.
It is a good song.
It's
yeah,
a
and
great song. Pharrell doesn't miss.
Y'all
Girl-
saw when he was on Oprah and like they were playing the video of people all around the world dancing to his shit and enjoying it. And he started crying because
Nah.
he was just like, wow, like I made a song that like
Yeah, he
touches
did that.
everybody. Like he was started. I think that's the meme where you ever see the video of him crying. Like,
Oh,
he's wearing a little Smokey the Bear hat.
Yeah.
that's where that's from. Like,
Yeah, he really did
and
that.
it was crazy. I
That was
like,
Pharrell.
wow.
Oh, in the same year, he also produced the Despicable Me soundtrack. That
He
shit's
did.
fire.
He did.
Was it? I've never
Yeah,
watched
he
the
did.
Despicable Me
I've
movie.
never watched it, but yo, the
Nah, first one-
soundtracks,
The first one was fun. I don't remember the second one, but I feel like I saw it.
the soundtracks to that album,
Yeah.
to those movies are fucking fire because it's just Pharrell. Pharrell's producing all the songs for
Literally.
Despicable Me. That shit's fucking amazing. Him and Hans Zimmerman.
Yeah. Zimmer. Hans
too.
Zimmer.
Yeah,
Hans Zimmer, my bad.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
score the movie together.
Yeah, bro. It's just,
Yeah,
just
so
crazy.
I mean, yeah, Pharrell's amazing. Like,
Pharrell's incredible, dog.
Niggas been on my whole life.
So if you haven't listened to it or if you forgot about it, listen to Girl tonight. You know.
Or listen to
Pharrell.
Straight Outta Cashville.
Or listen to history.
Listen to all three.
Just do it. You got time.
It's a cool thing about music.
It's okay.
Yeah, Straight Out Casual is pretty quick.
If you're
It's like
bored with
13
whatever
tracks.
dropped just now, just go for it. You know?
I'm a bona
Real quick, you just touched on something. I think people. Okay, so sometimes like there's a 15-year-old friend of ours that like you
Kyle?
know. Yeah, like actually no.
Love you,
Okay,
Kyle.
so
Love you, Kyle.
I chill with a woman friend of mine that
Ow!
not like that.
Oh,
And then she okay, so they know no subs. She's only 19, right?
Yeah.
And she never heard hit him up before, right?
I believe it.
And then Cøøg was like, well, she's 19, yada yada.
Yeah.
I was like, true. But when I first heard hit him up, it was mad old already too. You know what I mean? Like I was probably like 14 when I first hit him up, and hit him up came out in '96 when I was 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like, especially when you're really bored with today's rap, or you just want something different sounding, what's wrong with going back in time a little and just listening to the classics? Will that kill you?
No,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree with you.
I just,
Research.
I don't, and yeah, and it's like, especially when I'm sure you've heard of hit him up in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it's been referred
Like-
to countless times in
Or
hip
in
hop
general,
history.
just
You know?
with really big hip hop moments. Like, if you're really a fan of the culture, why wouldn't you go back and see what's up real quick?
Yeah.
Something,
I don't know.
something
Makes
dope that
sense.
happened to me recently before we wrap up. I was listening to ASAP Rocky at Cured, and as you
Yeah.
know, Sudi's 10 years older than me exactly.
Yep.
And I'm playing Trilla, and I'm like, this song's amazing. Sudi's like, it's cool, but it's like, yo, he's like, you gotta listen to this Project Pat album to see like where it comes from. I'm like, I ain't really checking for that shit. You know what I mean? Because like.
Like,
I-
when, like
I've never really given 3 6 Mafia like an actual shit. Like I fuck with everything I've heard from them, but I was like, I'm not gonna listen to a
Yeah,
Project
same
Pat
thing,
album.
yeah.
But it's like, yo, I listened to his album and I'm like, wow, like these niggas really stole his sound and ran with it. That album's fucking phenomenal. It's like, yo, sometimes it's just really good to figure out where these samples come from, where this inspiration comes from. Even like that, like I think one thing smart that Ray Sherman did kind of to on the 3 6 Mafia thing, they did
Yeah.
that song Power Glide,
Yep.
which is basically
yeah,
like
yeah.
side to side, like remix basically. And I like when they do that. Like I like when people like pay homage to like really good records and do it in a new way because it makes you want to listen to the old joint.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like artists too should make it a little more known where they sample stuff from. Just
Well,
so-
I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like, well, Rocky at
little
least,
more
Rocky
known.
definitely
Yeah,
like
yeah,
always says who his influences are and blah blah blah.
a
but
lot
like
of times you go back and them shit smack. And you're just like,
they
wow.
they're usually better. If you've never listened to that Project Pat album, oh my fucking, can I play some of that in the car? That shit
Yeah.
fucking smacks, bro. Oh my god, yo. I understand why niggas was out here doing all types of felonies back in the day, dog. I get it.
Does Crunchy Black got an album, yo?
Yeah, he.
I was just do that.
Yo, honestly, all the 3 6 Mafia's album, like all their souls, fucking schmack. Anyways, yo, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the No Cast.
Nah,
It's
facts,
been a
facts,
long
facts.
hiatus, but we back and all that. Shout out to my guy Adonis in the motherfucking building. Yo, hardest working photographer in this bitch.
Shout out to Infinity War just dropped on DVD today.
Oh, for real?
Yesterday.
I kinda wanna watch it
I want to
again.
get the 4K joint.
That felt
Yeah, I
quick.
want to watch it again.
I felt quick.
DVDs come out really quick now.
I remember
That's
like back in the day, like
Took like a year.
to get on VCR.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
I remember Toy Story dropped 1, and I had to wait a year to get it on.
Facts.
VCR.
Now I feel like
Yeah.
Blu-ray. I dead feel like Blu-rays come out 2 months after the movie drops.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
quick.
Infinity War dropped in May.
Yeah.
4 months.
Yeah.
And that's a big movie, so they probably stayed in theaters longer than most movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
You know what I
So it
mean?
really took like 2 months.
But so upcoming things we have. So shout out to Jesus Marmol, my tattoo guy. We're actually doing a tattoo event August 15th, $20 tattoos at Legendary Ink. So if you wanna get a small $20 tattoo, come through and all that.
I have tickets for a fashion show that we got.
Oh, Heat Wave, August 9th. You can catch me hosting a little bit of that. We're gonna do a ticket giveaway on the Daily Note page relatively soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Lil Baby's coming to the Strand. Make sure you come through that. I'm hosting that show. Playboy Cardi next Friday. Rich the Kid September 29th at the Ryan Center at URI. A lot of really dope
Okay,
hip hop things
okay.
is happening.
Aren't you hosting that?
Yeah, I'm hosting that as well. You know, I'm out here. You feel me?
Out here, you know?
You feel me? I'm out here. You know what I mean? You
The
know,
Ryan Center.
I've actually never even been to the Ryan Center for a
Me
rap
neither.
show. I've only been there for NXT.
Ah,
So that's cool. So I'm
okay.
pretty excited about that. You know, a lot of dope things is happening. Tonight is Vibes. Shout out to Provide PVD. If you have nothing to do, definitely go check them out.
For sure. It's a Friday night.
Next time I talk to you, hopefully my big brother Sean Soriano will be the CES champion. He has his title fight tonight.
Hopefully.
If you have
Lost
nothing,
tonight?
yeah,
Good
if you have
luck.
nothing to do, I'll link up at Twin River. You can
Yep.
you can run into me and all the crazy Dominicans that fuck with Team Soriano. We go deep.
I would have definitely went if I didn't work.
Hell yeah! I mean, what time do you work?
10.
Oh yeah, his fight's like at 10. I'll get clips and shit.
Word.
Hopefully it's a quick win like the last 2 fights have been. Team Soriano and this
Bang,
bitch.
Bang, bang.
Anything else we have to say before we bounce?
Shit.
Oh, BO8 Studios per usual. Shout out to the
Facts.
gang.
Thanks again for the last poetry show. That shit schmacks.
Yeah, show's beautiful,
It's
man.
beautiful.
Thank you guys to everyone who's been like, oh yeah, we haven't talked to you guys about anything recently. Thank you guys to everyone who's been pulling up to all our events.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've had a good amount of them the past like month.
Yeah.
That's another reason we've just been busy.
Yeah, man, it's been dope, and we're in really good spirits. We hope you guys are in good spirits. We hope you guys enjoy the podcast, however it gets to you, whether it's YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram Live. Shout out to the love, yo. Just be a good person, share people's flyers, go to people's events, and it makes people's days when you support their shit.
Does.
And on that note, peace.
We out.
Peace.